Good. Tell me when we're live in a moment. Okay, we should be live now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I got Ash with me again today.
Mr. Obama, if you're out there, I'm drowning.
Today, we've got Minecraft, which this is the first time I've played Minecraft on my stream without Cassie, so this is a interesting one.
Yeah, it's Babycraft minus one of the babies.
Let me do one setup thing here. Capture audio only, please. Thank you. There we go.
Here, I will share with you the post that I put out.
Pop into Minecraft. I actually had Minecraft already running this time, so we don't have to wait through the startup. Crap, I forgot to set the title again. Gosh dang it. I always do this now for some reason. Babycraft with Ash.
I never forget to set the title, but that's because when I go live, Streamlabs pops up a window that says, "Do you want this title?" And then I'm like, "Oh no, I don't want this title.
Okay, if you refresh
I want
the
a different
page,
title."
if you refresh the page, the title will be correct now. Sorry.
Yay!
Anyway, let's play.
Jack is here also. He's sitting in his own chair because he's very chunky and he needs his own chair. If anyone doesn't know, Jack is my 20-something pound brown point Siamese cat. He's a good boy. He is very fat, but he's also just like very long. Like he's like the length of like a medium-sized dog. He's roughly the size of like a corgi, but like a little round in the middle. So yeah, so he is definitely fat, but he's also just big in general. He's got big bones. Isn't that right, buddy? And he just got a bath.
If you are friends with me on the Switch, you can feel free to join in the world too. It's just open, so I'll give you an invite to make sure it works. Oh yeah, the Scumboid is your profile picture. I don't know if that's what I called it last time, but
the Scumboid?
Something like
that. Is that its real name, or did you just make that up?
That's the name of the shape. That's what kind of shape it is. So I put myself right here last night, so I'd spawn right here next to where you marked out where you're going to put your house.
It's still loading for me. Actually, it's
well, on my end, you're here.
Here we are. Oh, it's already nighttime. Oh, right, I'm by Business Train.
Yep. And you wrote your name in the ground, so this is where you're going to build a house.
Can I fly? Oh.
Yep.
And I still have all my stuff from last time. Cool.
Yep.
I can spawn a bunch of tropical fish right on the grass. Oh, let me drink up.
I guess you don't have to be on my Switch friends. If you're on, Microsoft friends, you can also join.
Yeah. I noticed for some reason that it is a problem for me if you have cross-platform people in your world, even though you're also on the Switch. I don't know why that is.
Well, at least you were the first to join this time, though, so.
Yeah, I joined as if I was a cross-platform person just to have no issues. Okay, I need to put the dirt back in the floor. Place. I have like a weird... I feel like I'm very close to the ground. Is that just because I'm short?
Minecraft characters are short.
I did make my character kind of short.
Minecraft characters are short in general. It's creative mode, so you can always fly if you wanted to be a little higher up.
Oh yeah. Jump. Okay, there we go. Perfect.
Yeah, what do you want to build your house out of, do you think?
Well, see, in Rain's world, I'm building my house out of birch wood, so I definitely don't want to do the same thing in two worlds. And in my world, I'm building it out of like a teal, how to say, like a teal kind of like rock. So something
Prismarine?
different. Yeah, prismarine probably. I want like a blue house. I mean, blue is like my favorite color. What do we got that's
Well,
blue?
there is blue concrete and blue terracotta.
What if we build my entire house out of blue glass?
And you couldn't throw stones from your house.
Oh no. How would I bully people?
The
We could
Lapis
build my
Lazuli
house out of
block.
concrete powder.
Well, then you could never get it wet because it would turn into concrete.
Oh, geez, you're right.
How about this block?
Oh, that's nice. What is
That's
this?
the Lapis Lazuli block.
Okay, and you told me how to pick up a block
I
before.
think I should. I think I told you to set it to clicking in the right stick. That's how I had it set, at least.
Yes, awesome.
Ta-da!
Okay. Yeah, we got blue block hands. Okay, so
Let me show you
let's
what
see.
other shades of. There's also diamond blocks are blue. It's a different shade of blue. This blue you could do. I just want to show you all of the blues you have at your disposal. There's like
I have a blue house and a blue window.
There's three
Blue
different
is the color.
shades of blue here. Let's see.
That is like
There's this shade of blue.
so smooth, that darker like
Yeah.
teal blue block.
Concrete ones are very, very smooth. Almost solid color. And
yeah,
then,
it like almost looks like it doesn't belong in the game because it's so
yeah.
smooth.
Then there's this one. Concrete powder, of course. And then there's terracotta. Terracotta doesn't come in blue, so never mind on that.
Let's do lapis lazuli. I like this one.
Okay.
What if we build me a big tower that goes up into the sky like I'm like Rapunzel?
Well, I do have a place where I wanted to build a tower later in the game, but don't think I was planning a tower in this area.
Or a blue cottage. Let's see.
Well, if you look at the village over
house?
here, you can see
Oh no.
how big the buildings are usually in this area.
Oh shoot. Pick up, not destroy. I'm just so powerful. I just keep destroying things.
Maybe you could have some wood accents as well.
You know why I probably feel like everything's so close to me? Because I was playing on the computer when I went on range stream. I was playing Java Edition, and it's probably just the fact that the screen is different that I'm feeling like I'm being thrown off.
I think there are some settings for like FOV. We see here.
Oh, I put a block on top of this flower over here. I didn't even know that that was possible. I would have thought it would just go over the flower.
You could always try increasing the FOV.
Hello, Mr. Sheep. Are you going to live with me? Hello. My favorite thing about Minecraft
I just
Sheep,
increased
and
my FOV.
I think I've said it before, but my favorite thing about Minecraft Sheep is they're one of the only things that is square but also round.
My FOV was a little bit low, so I bumped it up a bit. People usually like to play 3D games at like 80 or 90 FOV, I usually see. And I was at like 70, so I was a bit low. I bumped it up a bit. Looks a little bit weird, but I think it's just because I'm not used to having this much FOV.
I think I'm getting too close to Business Train. I'm gonna go back like 2 blocks. Yeah.
I have an idea for the corners of the house. Would you like to see?
Yes.
I was thinking maybe doing some like wood like accents around the sides.
That would be wonderful.
Let's see.
I was already
What
thinking
kind of
like
wood do I want to do though?
what kind of accents were we going to make so that my house isn't just like one color?
Stripped spruce logs look like they might be good for this. Oops, wrong block.
Where'd the sheep go? He's gone.
Yeah,
He's on to better things.
Yeah, you may have had higher FOV on the computer, may have been what you're noticing. So I would suggest maybe adjusting that a bit.
Let's see.
Because
Yeah, I have all the
if you increase
default
that,
stuff.
because if you increase that, it does zoom you out a little bit. That's kind of what FOV does. So
Yeah, I have all the default stuff, so brightness, HUD, split screen. It says 60 degrees.
oh, so yeah,
So
so you were even lower than I had, and I thought it
so
was a little bit low.
maybe 780?
Yeah, I set it up to 80. 80 is good, I think, in my opinion.
Oh, that does seem better. Okay, so we got
What do you think of these?
door. I like these.
Nice. These are a fairly new block, the stripped wood.
My house is gonna be so special. I
We
like
should
that
put
it's kind of like not
we should put these
the
around the
same.
door too, I think.
Yes! It's gonna be just like the houses that I saw when I was in Germany and France. They had a lot of like accents kind of like that where they would have it around the
Oh, I
windows and
have
the
another
door.
idea. This is just kind of my building style, so we'll see if you like it, but let me grab this.
That door hole might be too short, don't you think?
No, well, doors are only 2 blocks tall.
Oh. Hmm. I guess so.
How do you like this for like around the bottom edge?
I like that.
Yay.
That's
Yeah, I like the
nice.
blue and the brown together look really nice, in my opinion. They go
What do
together
you think,
well.
Jack? He looked at it and then he closed his eyes again. Very
That
quality
impressed, huh?
commentary.
There.
Jack really likes to watch Dr. Phil, which makes sense because he's my cat. They say that your pets reflect your lifestyle, so I guess Jack is super chunky, maybe because I'm super lazy. I don't know.
My bunny likes to just lay around most of the day. And take naps.
I love naps. I left kind of like a hole where I thought maybe a window could be.
Yeah. You should put windows on the front too,
I guess
so you can see
so.
the train.
Should I put a window on
Oops,
both
also I
sides?
just
Or
realized
just on this bigger side?
it's slightly uneven. Or maybe you want it that way, but
It is slightly uneven. Hmm.
maybe you want it slightly longer on one side and put a window there. It's up to you.
But now I can't put a window on this side. You know what?
I
I
guess
need
you
a
could
window on this
lengthen it
side.
on this side.
I'm gonna pick up some of these blocks.
Oh, look, a chicken is here and a horse.
Friends!
It's a good thing Biss isn't here right now.
Hello, friends.
Biss would not be fond of the horse.
Does Biss not like horses?
No, did you not know this?
I didn't know
Biss and
this.
horses are mortal enemies.
Mortal enemies?
Yes. Biss hates horses.
I wasn't aware that there was like a uh what are the last names of Romeo and Juliet's families? They had like a
Uh,
feud. The Capulets and the yeah, but there's two last names, Mom. That they weren't married right away.
There we go. Let me put in some blue blocks
I want
for
to
you.
say the Romulans, but I think that's an alien species from Star Trek.
Yeah, Romulans are Star Trek. Romulans. The blue house. The blouse.
Oh,
Oh, we should put the windows down
you
one
can
block.
come in, chicken. Come in. Now I have a chicken friend.
We could go visit Samantha Poopburger, the chicken, on this stream.
Samantha Poop Burger?
Yeah. Like the first when I first met Cassie, one of the first things we did was we played Minecraft together, and she spawned a chicken and named it Samantha Poopburger. Who
Oh,
still
and it
lives.
still lives with you.
Yeah, it still
That's
lives here in this
beautiful.
world. That was my first exposure to Cassie's humor.
That's a very good exposure.
How do you like these placements for windows?
I think that's good.
We'll do the same on this side then.
Huh? The Montagues. My mom looked it up on Google. Oh, the chicken laid an egg, and then he left. Or I guess she. I don't know. Can male chickens lay eggs? I guess
No,
it doesn't
those are
really
roosters.
matter. The chicken can be whatever they want.
Yeah.
I think I put the wrong block over here.
Yeah, as I talk about sometimes, male and female are just like biology terms, and so trying to ascribe like human ideas of gender to them is always like, not exactly
Yeah.
correct.
Animals are really just kind of thinking about like, food, poop. They don't really think about all these philosophical things that we think about. Oh, a
So
tree.
giving them human like pronouns is just sort of for our benefit as opposed to theirs.
Yeah. Some people get really mad. They'll be like, "My dog is clearly a girl, can't you tell?" And I'm like, No, all dogs look like the same."
So I told people like we refer to our rabbit as a boy, but it's mostly just because he doesn't care. It's easier for us that way.
Yeah, well, like, you know,
What do you want to do for the
it,
roof, by the way?
Well, we've got these dark brown uh accents, and we've got this dark blue wall. So I think we should probably just do a dark brown roof
Okay,
because
easy enough.
if we
That
did
would
like
just
white,
be
it would kind of throw off the whole aesthetic.
you want a 2-color aesthetic as opposed to 3 then.
Yeah. Well, just
So
because
we
it's like
want
we're kind of building a color palette for the house.
dark oak
So
stairs then.
it would kind of be weird to like throw in like just some random
Oh, and how do you
bright
want to do
white.
the roof? Do you want to do like a triangular roof, or like a pyramid roof where it's like it's angled on all sides, or do you want it to be like a triangle?
We can do a pyramid.
Okay.
Am I just gonna have a one floor?
I mean,
Oh, well, I
you
guess
could have
the
like an
roof
attic.
is gonna have the
There's
roof
going to
is
be
gonna have
space.
some inside stuff as well.
Yeah.
This is my summer house anyway. I mean, this isn't as big as my mansion in Neopia.
Oops. And I have like, as I'm going to show later on in the stream, I have some very large like other spaces out in this world now where there's like nothing built yet, that are good spaces to build other things, larger things potentially. So
Man,
this
I
is
never
it's
really thought
very
about how
very dark
short
right
my
now.
character is. Like, I'm just walking in and out of the doorway, like, wow, I'm so short. I mean, I guess I always knew this deep down, but
So it's just like real life then.
oh, I'm tall in my head.
Hi Glitchily.
Oh, there goes my egg.
You can join the game if you would like. By the way, it's open.
Okay. What kind of door? I kind of like this door with the windows on the front of it. But I did just say we're going for like the dark aesthetic. Jungle door kind of has some windows on the front of it. Let's see what jungle
The
door looks
Jor.
like. The door.
Oh, there we go.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Let me in. Let me in.
This is your house, so that stuff is up to you.
Where's the meat? Where'd the meat go? It's gone.
Oh. Oh, what do you want to do for the floor? You should pick that out too. And then like dig out the ground. Your internet is still out? Oh, I see. Sorry, Glitchily.
I like how my windows, when they're in this little 4 shape. They look like the stereotypical windows that you would draw when you were drawing like a house in class. Which is like really not really what windows now look like at all.
No.
Like our windows have 8 sections. I wanted to say 6, and then I saw there were 2 more sections.
Ours just have one. It's just a pane of glass.
Hello, I can see your feet and butt.
Well, thanks. Well, it does get dark out at night in Minecraft, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's why I keep drinking the fart juice. Because it makes me be able to see.
I could turn the day-night cycle off. I kind of like it though, even though it gets dark. Literally says, "How are you and Ash today?" I'm good.
I'm good. I got a little bit of a headache, but I'm good besides that. That's kind of like a normal thing for me. Maybe I need a floor inlaid with diamonds.
Fancy.
Polished diorite. Polished and andesite. And
I always pronounce it andesite and diorite. I don't know if that's how you pronounce them, but
well, andesite would have 2 T's. It only has 1 T. Let's see how this looks.
Wait, it does?
Yeah, andesite.
What? Is this a Berenstein Bears moment?
We're living in the Matrix! Ah!
Where is it?
It is right near where, like, the stone with the
granite, diorite,
diamonds and stuff.
It is andesite. I always thought it was andesite. What the heck? How long has it been? Oh, obviously, always been like that, but I've been a poopy head and misread it all this time.
I'm using regular andesite now, which I think is better than having like tiles on the ground because I already have tiles on the walls. So, try not to have too many squares, even though we're in a world made of squares. I know, very clever of me.
Would you like a chimney on the house?
Yes, I would love a chimney. Then I can sit with my many cats by the fire.
Do a chimney. Let me just drop in and make that. How about we make it blue like the walls? We make it out of the blue blocks.
Yeah, I like that.
Okey-doke. Hold on, look out, I'm coming in. Oops, I made it extra tall.
I just saw you drop down from the sky. As you dug a hole which you then fell into.
There we go. And another. And I guess you could build like a little fireplace into the bottom of this. That would be acceptable.
Oh! There's like a mine shaft under my house.
Oh. Yeah.
Very interesting. Let's just cover that up.
There's lots of those around these parts.
Welcome to Minecraft. You either mine or you craft.
Or you die.
God, I died so many times in Rain's stream because I was making my house out of birch wood, so I had to travel over to the birch forest, and we were in survival mode. And so, like, I've really never played survival mode very much. Like, I get the idea. The idea is to survive. But I would just get so into like my little chopping of wood. Oh God, I'm running out of poop juice.
Oh.
Let me sip some more poop juice so it stays bright.
Now I need planks. Or slabs, I mean.
But so like everything would be fine. People would just be talking about like, I don't know, their lives and stuff, having a great conversation, and then all of a sudden you would hear me start screaming in the middle of the street. No. I'm like, no, skeletons, no!
You needed to have weapons with you.
I did have weapons with me. I would go off by myself in the middle of the forest in the complete dark, and then like 17 skeletons would come out of nowhere. At one point, after I finally built my house big enough, I was just hiding in my house at night, and I had windows so you could see the skeletons passing by and looking into the window like, you come out. The minute you come out, this arrow is going in your ass.
Yeah, I got some lights for you, Ash.
Thank you.
I don't know if this is where we're gonna put them in the end, but there you go. I put the lights in just as it becomes daytime. Of
It's
course.
okay. It will be night again. I'm also very directionally challenged. I'm sure you know this. And
I need
I
to
would
give you a
like
map.
not remember how to get back to my house. So it's not like I could hide most of the time. I would just be wandering around in the forest all night and being repeatedly killed. And then I would lose all my stuff and I wouldn't remember where I had put my stuff, like, well, where I had my stuff when I died.
Oh.
So then it was just like all this lost golden armor, and it was such a bummer.
Golden armor is actually like the worst armor.
Well, but it's gold.
Yeah, but it doesn't last as long as iron armor even does.
Oh.
So
well, it looked nice, so I thought it was gonna be help. Well,
yeah,
it didn't.
gold tools and
help
armor suck.
that I was chopping trees with a sword.
Yeah, that.
And they didn't tell me until like halfway through. They're like, if you use an item that it isn't for that purpose, Minecraft punishes you. And I'm like, well, I didn't know this.
In fact, you would be better off mining the wood with nothing, like with your bare hand, than with the sword, because it wears down the sword, but doesn't give any other benefit.
Okay, so how do I build a fireplace here?
You could use a furnace or a smoker. Those are in the section that's marked with the bed. They're on the top row.
Well, blast furnace sounds fun. Sounds like a blast.
And you can add some like stone or metal around it as well.
So do I like get rid of some of this and then put the furnace? Furnace.
I was thinking more like here.
Okay, that makes sense. Now we've got.
Let me show you what I was thinking. Let's see what you think of it.
What's the plural of furnace? Furnacey?
I think it's just furnaces. I don't think there's anything special.
Furni?
What do you think of that?
I like that.
You go like this. Oh, I have another idea. Let's throw this in. Boop. That.
Perfect.
Oh, I got another idea. Let's see if you like this one. This block. Whoops. Give me that.
Threw it.
Yeah, instead of picking it up. Okay, grab this block, please, and then like that.
Excellent. Very
I'm glad
nice.
you like it. Now you got a fireplace.
And it's kind of shaped like an A too, if you think about it.
Nice.
It just shows how egotistic I am building my house. I'm like, ah, yes, a fireplace. We could put a couch in front of the fireplace.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, like this is like the living area, and then I don't know, bed or something.
What color would you want for a couch? You should probably make it out. It kind of sounds funny, but you should probably make it out of wood because you can give like armrests that are matching colors that way.
Ooh.
What if we do like light color for the furniture?
Yeah,
sort of offset it a bit.
Kind of similar to this door would work.
Oh, well then that would be jungle wood. I believe. Right, no, not jungle
Isn't
wood.
all wood jungle wood
Well,
when you're
jungle wood
in the
matches.
jungle?
Well, yeah, that's where the jungle wood comes from. Actually. Oh, whoops. I'm breaking stuff. There we go. And then we want... Where is it?
There's not enough space for my cats on this couch.
Sorry. But if I put it too close to the door, then it's gonna... Oh, well, I guess I can go, like,
Go
this
one
way.
more. Yeah, there
So
we
it's
go.
kind of offset with this, but... Okay, now... Where are... the thing I'm looking for? There it is. Okay, and then we want...
My cat is so big, he takes up a whole couch cushion on a 3-person couch.
My bunny is
Like-
small, but he still tries to take up a whole couch spot for himself.
Like, my mom will be like, me and dad want to watch a movie, so either you have to go or Jack has to go. And I'm like, I never want to push Jack away, so I'm like, I guess I'll go upstairs.
How do you like that?
I like it.
Yay.
We could put a little side table here. Would it fit?
No, because the sign
No.
takes up a block. You could put a table in this spot, though, the one where you're standing in currently.
Okay.
That would work.
Yeah, and then put like a little flower there. Then
We
it's
could
like
use...
you're in your living room.
we could use the scaffolding. I remember you liked that last time we streamed this.
Yes, I liked the scaffolding. I do remember that.
Should be here.
And we can put some carpet down. Rabbit hide? Oh no. Who hided that rabbit?
There's another table for you. On this side.
Let's see. Slabs. I know there's carpet in here.
There's lots of different colors of carpet. I like how this house is turning out. You got a nice little house, Ash.
Thank you.
See what it looks like if you come from the village. So you're in the village, and then you walk along the path.
Well, kind of also, if you think about it, makes sense that I have a wooden couch. Because this is kind of like a little bit of like a more old-timey village. And they would probably have a wooden couch.
Back in my day, we sat on wood.
Back in my day, we traveled 30 miles through the forest and got attacked by skeletons just so we could make a house.
I realized
Bet
I
you
left
didn't
some
think about
holes
that when you're busy
here.
playing your Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Fortnite. I love Fortnite. Why
Night
can't
of the
I put
living
this-
fart.
I can't put this carpet here. It won't let me.
It does look nice. Let me walk through this again. Little pathway I made through the mountain.
Secret pathway. Secret pathway.
Well, it's not really
through
a
the
secret.
mountain. Secret pathway. Well, it's from the Avatar: The Last Airbender secret tunnel song.
Yeah, this is the path that just leads to the train station, so I don't think it's meant to be a secret.
One thing I would like is if the Minecraft devs made it so that you could decorate using items, like how Animal Crossing has done.
I see.
Like if you could put an apple on the table and just see it there in the universe.
You can kind of do that if you use a whatchamacallit, the item frame.
Like a painting. Yeah.
And then put the item in the item frame. They did change it so you can put those down on the ground, though. Instead of just on the wall.
You can put apples down on the ground?
We can put the item frame on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
That's an improvement
Still
they
not
made
the
recently. It's better than nothing.
I guess it is better than nothing, yeah. I mean, maybe it's something, if they're already kind of thinking about it, then maybe it's something they'll change in the future.
Maybe.
I don't know how easy or hard it would be for them to.
Because I'm pretty sure the new Animal Crossing was pretty influenced by Minecraft, so it would be interesting if Minecraft is then influenced by the new Animal Crossing. I'm not sure this was shown on stream, but here's Biss's
oh no.
train building.
I mined my bed by accident.
Oops.
Hey Elena, what if I put my Minecraft bed next to yours?
I don't think I actually have a bed in this game anywhere. Other than the one that's just in the middle of the forest, I guess that one's mine.
Just
Not even
sleeping
in a
amongst
house,
all the
yeah.
sheeps and lambs and animals.
Just out there in the forest.
I got 2 beds next to each other because if Kyle comes over, then he can sleep too.
Literally says, "Be right back." Knock.
Let's see, what else? We need more decorations. Maybe more lanterns. Why is it called cornhole? My parents are talking about the game Cornhole. I don't know if you know that game, but it's like there's like a wooden thing with holes in it, and then you throw bean bags into it. That's cornhole.
Oh, about Cornholio.
Cornholio, I haven't heard that in so long.
Oh, also, I have an idea for your windows. This is the one that Cassie always likes to do. See what you think.
Oh god, I hear glass
Look at this.
crashing noises.
Because I'm breaking your windows. How about that?
That's nice. It's more flat and less blocky. God, trying to make things not blocky in Minecraft is truly difficult.
Well, you're telling me you've seen all the mountains that I've built.
Why
Trying to
can't
make
I
them look
put this
natural.
flower on this table?
You gotta put it in a pot first.
Oh,
It's flower pot
silly
items.
me. I need a pot. Which is something I thought of myself and wasn't told to me. Where's the pot?
It should be, I think, in the menu, like the bed menu, I think. Yeah, there it is.
Flower
Right next
pot.
to the bowl.
I will replace furnace with flower pot.
The bowl also, upsettingly, cannot be placed as just an item.
Why can't the bowl be placed as an item?
I don't know, you can only hold it.
What?
Or put it in an
but
item
it's a
frame.
bowl! It is meant to hold things, not to be held. Okay.
You just put soup in it, and then use that as a food item.
Ah, yes. Delicious soupy.
Soup.
More soup, please. What the? I don't want this over my bed. This is weird.
If you place it, yeah, it's random ones every time.
Ah, yes, that is perfect. That is definitely what I want to sleep with looking over me at night.
You can get different sized ones by placing it in like different places. Or by putting blocks around it that force it to be a different size.
Oh god!
What the heck? It's just a burning skull. Hold on, I'm looking. Where's the food items? Oh, here they are. Just trying to find the soup. There's mushroom stew, beetroot stew, and rabbit stew are the soup you can have in this game. See, this is all you can do with the soup is you just do this.
I know there's more than just these two that are cycling.
I don't think there are any others of that size.
I guess I'm going with the lady and the pig. I have to get back to her, though. Come on! There we go. Perfect. I mean, maybe it's not a lady. Maybe that's Jesus and a pig.
Here's what you do with the bowl. This is it. You eat soup.
That's so silly.
You cannot place the bowl.
I'm gonna put this cartography table next to the bed as like a side table. That looks stupid.
I mean, there are other tables
Why
you
is
could
it
put.
turned like that?
You could have a fletching table or a crafting table. Or a beehive.
That would be nice. I
Or a
think Kyle would
lectern.
appreciate the beehive.
You could have this.
I like that. That's nice.
Nice.
It's like you put your water for bedtime on it and it just slides right off.
I think this is one of those items that currently does nothing, but I think it's supposed to do something eventually. I think villagers can interact with it. I think that's it.
Now, where am I gonna eat? Where kitchen?
Good question. There's
well,
a way you want to.
We could put a table here.
There's a way you can make a refrigerator. Do you want to see?
Yes, make me a fridge.
I've done this before. Let's see if I remember how to do it.
Hey, Miss Fridge Woman, make me a fridge.
We put this here.
That looks like a shocked face on a on a stone. It's like, whoa!
Let's go for this. It's been years since I did this, so hopefully I remember what I'm doing. Let me go with that.
Well, I guarantee you I don't know what I'm doing, so you're already doing better than me. Ugh. Sorry.
Okay, so now we've got the door.
I got this different coffee and I'm trying to decide whether I like it or not, but I think I've decided I don't like it.
Oh, I need a
I'll take hot chocolate because I've decided I don't like this coffee. Ugh.
Button.
Skim milk.
I need to stop throwing these. Here you go. Okay, so this is the opposite of what I want to happen. So let me remove these. Okay, so now it's closed. I'm making you a fancy refrigerator. Frigidator. Assuming you want it here right next to the front door. That's the other question. I can move it if you want.
Yeah, it should probably be here. Next to the window.
Like, here? Here?
No. Where you had it the first time. Next to the window.
Oh,
to
right
the left of it.
There we go. Yeah, this is better. Instead of right next to the door. Okay, so then this. If only Cassie was here. Cassie knows how to do these things. I'm just farting in the wind. Whoops, let's put this on the other side. I think this will... Okay, the dispenser's facing the wrong way. Can't... Hold on. I know how to do this. Watch. You are like a little baby. Watch this. Oh, wait, no, that's wrong too. That makes it go backwards. It faces where you're... Faces opposite of where you're facing. So how do I...
You know, it's funny that you're saying the refrigerator is backwards because this is how my fridge opens.
There we go. Well, no, not the...
Wait.
I'm not talking about the door. I'm talking about the dispenser. Okay, so now...
Oh!
Now, where is food? Food is here. Okay. So you ready for this? This is the fun part. No, this is... Where is it? Raw food. There we go. No, I want, like, veggie
God, that
tables,
painting
crops.
is huge.
Yeah. And we'll take...
Jackie! We have a special cat hair cleaner. It looks kind of like a flat iron for your hair, but it cleans cat hair off of the couch, and it
Hi,
has like
Glitchily.
almost like a. Yes, I want hot chocolate. Because this coffee's not cutting it.
We're making a refrigerator at the moment. Oh, Glitchily, also, since we've been talking about it for a little while, I wanted to know what you thought of the update announcement. Pizza Time Explosion.
Are you asking me, or are you asking Glitchily?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also, okay, push the button on the refrigerator now, Ash. See if it works.
Okay.
Ta-da! It works.
Did it make food?
Yeah, you got a melon. I saw it.
Oh.
Why don't you
Did
drop?
it like shoot at me, but I didn't see it?
Yeah, drop something that's in your hot bar, and then to replace whatever
I'm
it
gonna
is.
drop the lanterns.
Okay, now hit the button. Whoop.
Oh no! Drop. Apple! I can't eat this! Lainey, why would there be apples in my fridge? I'm allergic.
Because there's a small choice of foods, okay? I just put all the things that I could in there. Oh. I can make you a sink for the kitchen.
Yeah, sink.
Let me make you a nice counter. Glitchy says, I'm super excited for the Pizza Time Explosion update.
House.
Nice. Do you like the drawing that I did for it? I've been told that the zombie is very scary.
It's very spoopy.
Here's some counter.
My cat is yawning.
So you want to see how I do sinks? Or like a kitchen sink? This is how I would do a bathroom sink too.
That's good, because I need a toilet.
You just gonna have a toilet out in the open?
No, we could section off this area and put a door and then put a toilet so you could pee in private. And then you can come out to the kitchen and wash your hands.
Oops.
Doesn't really matter where you wash your hands as long as they get. Wash your hands, everyone, and hashtag stay at home.
What's that to be hashtag?
Because all the YouTubers right now are putting hashtag stay at home on their videos because I guess for some reason they think that if it's a hashtag, people are going to want to stay at home.
There. Look at that.
Yay!
A little kitchen sink for you.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
Put the bathroom behind the fireplace?
Yeah. Because we could, put the door right here. And it's you walk in and it's... Have you ever been to one of those bathrooms where it's just like a toilet?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. But...
Yeah, it's like basically a closet, but you pee in it.
The pee closet.
Welcome to my pee closet.
Oh no.
Let's see, what else can I put over here? Yay! I put a flower in the kitchen.
Nice.
My mom has some plants in the kitchen, and so it's
She says, "Yeah, I love the zombie." Nice, thank you.
It's like
I still need that for the toilet.
Sort of a leafy, kind of almost looks like it has little vines and stuff and leaves on it. And actually, if you cut part of it off and put it in water, it will reroot itself. So it's basically like getting 2 plants for the price of 1.
2 plants, don't bother me.
So she did that, and she kind of had the plants next to each other. Well, the mommy plant in this case, was reaching over to the baby after a couple of days. It grew to reach back over to its original part. It was very cool.
You know, I gave this a very low ceiling.
Whole chicken in a can.
I want it. No, thank you.
Stuart Ashton on YouTube reviewed this item called whole chicken in a
Yeah, I
can.
remember that.
Oh, I did show it to you.
I
And he
just
made up
watch
a whole
Ashens.
song for it.
I think I just saw it on my own.
Well, Biz says they used to like Stuart Ashton. So it would make sense if you had seen it before knowing me, because
I'd seen it before knowing Biss.
oh,
I just watched Ashens on my
fair
own.
too. Let's
There,
see.
look, you got a toilet now. Come here.
I want to see my toilet.
Ta-da.
Yay! Time to
Best
go
I could do.
poopy. Let me
Not as good as a Animal Crossing toilet, of course, but
How do I crouch? I'm trying
there you go.
Okay, I'm pooping. I'm pooping.
It's the best you can do.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
it's
I
like
think I might have something for
it's
you.
like when you go to a gas station toilet and you have to like stand
no, I
over
don't.
it
Never mind.
and squat a little bit because it's so gross.
Okay, now you can put a door on there. You probably don't want the same door as the front door, because that has a window in it.
Well, I guess I'll use this door then.
Well, it also has a window in it.
Oh, yeah, I'm now realizing that.
Also, you
I
can't
don't
open
want
that
someone to
without a lever or button. Steel doors
I
don't
don't
just open.
I don't want someone to look in while I'm going to the bathroom in my Minecraft house.
Look how much thought we're putting into this. So you have birch door, or a dark oak door, or spruce door.
There we go. Perfect. Now no one can see. Whoa!
Kind of a plain wall.
Your
So I
face
think
was
I go
like
there.
really close to my face.
Oh, I'm sorry. See,
What-
if you
why-
want to put like a small painting right above the door, you can do that temporarily.
Oh, but it's offset. Ugh.
And it stinks. I think.
That looks like a Plants vs Zombies art.
Whoops. I wonder if is it possible to have like a you can have just a one
Very
square.
cute. Let me see. I guess that works. A little fancy.
There.
I like having art on my walls. I think it's very artful. So it's like you've
you
got
put
like your
lilies in the
master
house.
bedroom with your little suite.
Represents, yeah.
Yep.
It's our
I got some
friend.
lilies over here and some lilies over here. I was trying to figure out where to put a bookshelf.
Over here? This corner?
Yeah, I guess so. Just like a little living room
back over
bookshelf.
here. It says it's not in front of the window. Let me see here. Bookshelves, bookshelves. Bookshelf. You want it taller than this? Oh, and I guess we could put have like a couple. That.
Oh, very nice.
You made a little layout for your post office? So when it literally says, I made a little layout for my post office, so whenever I can come on, I'll be prepared. Nice.
Be prepared.
What if you put one next to the bed?
Oh.
Whoops, I destroyed your painting.
I don't want this. It's not. Beggars can't be choosy. I know beggars can't be choosy. I tried it, and like every time I drink it, I like wrinkle up my nose with how much I don't like it. Or like whole milk. Yeah, maybe that would help. Well, would mixing whole milk with skim milk taste good? Fine. There's no. Here, listen, guess what, honey? It's your coffee addiction. And they didn't have any coffee because you bought it all from China.
Ta-da!
My mom says it's a zombie apocalypse.
What do you think of the bookshelves I built over here?
I like that.
Nice.
Sorry, my mom was discussing with me how they bought me coffee, but it's not the coffee I normally have because the coffee I normally have was out at the store, and I tried it and I wasn't really a fan.
There.
Very
Yeah,
nice,
I'll just
relaxing
fill in all this
skull
space
picture
here.
right by the couch.
That's my sister's favorite one.
It's very pretty.
That painting. She always likes to put that one up.
I like the one that's like it's a long 2-block painting, and it's like a sort of like a beach horizon and like a creeper. Okay, so
Speaking of beach horizons, I gotta show you all of like the space that I've put into this.
We don't really have a kitchen table.
Oh, also I have a thought. Oh, poop.
Well, what if we
Let's ruin this.
elongated this counter and we put some chairs in front of it?
What do you think of doing like this on the floor in the kitchen? Like having like a
Is it too much white
tiled
though?
floor.
Maybe we should have like a different tile. Like a blue
I could have like
tile.
maybe blue tile floor.
Oh,
wait, I have an idea for you. It's still the same color, but look at this.
I like that, because then it has like something to kind of break up all the white.
Yeah. Literally says, I like this house. What did you do? Now I gotta get the steel door again.
What if we elongated the counter for the sink and we put some bar stools at it? Oh
lord, I messed this up again. There we go.
Oh, Jack is licking his toe beans.
Look at it.
I love him so much.
Gave a melon.
Yay, melon. I can eat that. What if we elongated this counter like 2 more blocks of bar stools in front of it? Could we make bar stools? Is the real question.
You could put like slabs down. What kind of look like that? Look, Cassie's playing Animal Crossing. That just popped up on screen.
Yay, Cassie!
That's what she's always doing lately. She loves Animal Crossing.
I love Animal Crossing too.
There you go. So I'll be right back. Let me go up onto the roof and get the block I need. I left it up there. That's silly, but that's Minecraft for you.
Let me just casually go up onto the roof.
What do you think of this? They're kind of, well, not a lot of space for them, but go like that.
I guess we could just eat on the bed.
You can always.
There's not enough room to build like a kotatsu. A kotatsu is like a table that has like a blanket around it that they sit. They like kneel
like
at
this.
it in Japan, and then the blanket covers your leggies.
What do you think of this?
Winter.
Like you can walk through it.
Oh God. We are gathered here today to enjoy our delicious Thanksgiving dinner.
It's ended up like going different directions. Let's fix that. Oops, you're standing in a. There you go. Oops. Oh, I gotta do it this way. And this way. What do you think of that? There's obviously no chairs, but you can imagine them.
I am imagining them. Or like, I mean, the bed is so close you could sit on the bed and use the table to hold the food. Yeah. Hey, don't jump on my table. It's not polite. It's not polite.
I'm gonna let Shiny know she could pop into Minecraft if she wanted.
It's still kind of dark. Let me put some more light in my house for lighting purposes.
We did a good job with this house so far. I think it's just about done. How do you feel about it?
I forgot to put my microphone back on.
Oops.
I turned it off because the printer was going off and I didn't want to like bother anyone, and then I'm like, yeah, I think it looks nice, and I'm like, wait, no one can hear me. I'm gonna spawn some cats. Cat.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say you're gonna sponsor something.
Cat. Another cat. Cat. Oh, this one's Siamese!
And it's a kitten.
It's a kitten! Cat. Yay! Look at them, they're walking all around.
I like how they
love
gave the
them.
cats little shoulders just by having the leg model go through the back.
Who wants salmon? Salmon kitties. Where'd my cat go? Hello, kitties. You want salmon? Yeah, now you're tame. Eat this salmon. Yeah, now you're tame.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
they
they've
were
got
already tame, but
collars!
now they belong to you.
The
And
Siamese cat is like jumping around excitedly.
now these are your cats.
Where's the other one?
And you can
There was a black one.
can command them either to sit or to follow you. It's over on the counter.
Hello, kitty. Kitty. Oh, he loved that. Oh, they're all looking at me. This one's like really got a lot of heart.
So if you get rid of the fish out of your hand and then hit ZL, then
Why is that one got green over it? Uh-oh. Did I do something wrong?
no, I think you're like growing it now.
Oh, I'm growing him.
I think it's my presumption. Yeah.
That's
so if
a small Jack.
so if you get rid of the fish out of your hand,
Okay.
now you can command them either to sit or follow you.
Stand. Sit. Stand. Sit. Stand. Sit. Stand. Sit. Stand.
So you can have cat followers if you want.
I want cat followers. Stand up. Good baby. Stand up. Stand up.
If now they'll follow you around.
Come, my children. We shall make mayhem.
So if you're ready, I can show you all of the landscaping I've been doing in this world.
Yay! Oh no, it's raining. My cats won't like that. Wait, where's that one going? Follow me, please. Thank you.
I don't think they follow like exactly. I mean, they're like cats. They're gonna do what they please.
They're
a
like
bit.
cats.
Yeah, they're cats. They're not gonna like fully follow you. But yeah, let's look at the finished house real quick. Ta-da!
That's so nice. Oh, you did get the fire going.
Yep. Got smoke
Leave
out
my
of the
cats
chimney.
alone, Mr. Slime.
There's mob griefing is off, so there won't be any like fighting.
No fighting, only friending.
Your cat's got on the roof.
Oh! Wow, talented.
Yeah, so you're gonna want to like follow. I won't go too fast, so that way you can manage to follow me. Especially because it's dark out.
Yeah, my cats have to be able to follow us too.
So, well, they will teleport, so you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, they'll teleport. Excellent.
Mhm.
They really are so talented.
Yep. So this area, of course, has been seen.
I'm like the cat whisperer now. I've got like cat ears and like a cape, and then like my followers.
I'm not sure they will catch up to you until you go to the ground, because if they teleport to you in the air, of course they will fall, and I think the game knows that you don't want that to happen, so.
Poor babies.
Let me remember how to change the time.
It's weird to be in the sky while it's raining. I wonder if like airplane pilots feel like that too. I can just
How to
give
set
you
time today in Minecraft.
this fart juice if you want.
No, I'll just set the time.
Take my fart juice.
Oh, I see. You can just do simpler than I thought it was. So I hit right on the D-pad. Open this, and then you just do time set day. There. Done. Okay. And now, so this has all been seen. We'll just go along the coast that is already there. Oops, I'm going too fast. Gotta let Ash keep up.
Hello.
Lazuli says, meow.
Meow.
Okay. So, keep in mind that a lot of this that I'm going to show you is undecorated, so it's kind of unfinished, but it's much more finished than it was previously. Last time I streamed this, I just kind of marked out the coastline for the ocean and like dug out
That
some of the
alpaca
ocean.
is swimming.
Yeah.
He swam.
So I started digging out the ocean and I marked out all of the coastline. But now it's all here. All of the coastline is done. All of the hillside for the coastline. So you can see, I think I showed this part of it before. This part was done. You probably remember this part still, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Some more alpacas.
So all of this custom made, by the way, I want to reiterate, because this world was flat to begin with. And then if we go over here, you'll find like another like settlement down in, there's a valley over here that I made.
Well, if you start falling while it's raining, it looks weird.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and so as I was building this, I realized, oh, there's a village over here. I didn't want to like delete the village, so here it is. So I just put it as part of the world, and I made like this little waterfall, little water area over here.
This is very cute. I like how it kind of
valley.
like it kind of curves into the pond.
I need to obviously decorate this area. There's no trees or anything out here, and of course the village could be built up. Make it as big as the other villages I have.
A little bit foggy right now.
Yeah, because it's raining. So let's continue. Let's just go back up over. You can see I've got a lot of flat land up here that's ready to do something eventually.
A sheep! He's just minding his own
Yeah, there's
business.
some animals living up here at the moment. That's it.
What if they like fall off the world?
I think
Flat earthers. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm pretty sure the only mobs that can like fall are slimes because they like jump, and sometimes they like jump off a ledge. So let's keep going along the coast. That's that village. That's got its own little valley. It's sort of like a much smaller like valley as opposed to the main one that I've worked on, where your house is and everything. Here's a cliff.
I think my left Joy-Con is about to go, which is annoying because this is like the second time I've had to send it in for repairs. But I do have a replacement left Joy-Con that's green that I bought for like $30 at GameStop that works pretty well. Literally, I only use that Joy-Con if I have more than 2 people playing like the Switch. Like if my boyfriend comes over and me and my brother and my boyfriend play something, or also if my left Joy-Con breaks. Because I prefer my Joy-Cons to match, so I have like 2 gray ones. Now if I had 2 green ones... I have the gray ones
and I have the red and blue ones.
If I had 2 green ones, I would definitely play with them, but
I don't think they make the left side in green.
They make 2 blue ones, which I would love to have.
Yeah, and there's 2 red as well.
But they're pretty expensive.
And 2 yellow.
Because they're like rare. You gotta like buy them on eBay.
So as you know, it took, well, as I'm sure you can guess, it took quite a while to build all this hillside. This is days of work. Yeah, and then if you come over here, you can see my little seaside village that I built.
Pretty.
Like a little fishing town. With a, and there's the lighthouse.
Of Jersey Shore.
Oh, and then I got the little shanty town village thing on the docks.
I like this lighthouse. I've never seen this. This is...
Yep, this is brand new. Also, these are daylight detectors, so this only turns on at at night, which I think I must have done something weird with the time.
Where did you go?
Because it's turned on right now. I'm just at the lighthouse.
There you
are. Yeah, and then you can see the big dock I did. I'm gonna put boats out here. You know that one boat that's nearby the main village? I'm going to build
yes.
I'm gonna build a copy of that out of like a different kind of wood, and then I'm gonna build like maybe like a couple smaller boats, and I'm gonna build like a really big boat over here. Oh look, you can see the fisherman. There he is.
Hello, man
There
of
he is.
fish.
And then, if you go back to the village again,
cats will teleport now. Kitties.
You might be too far away. We may have gone too far.
Oh no. As long as they're not dead.
No, I'm sure they're fine.
I've already picked out
here's
names.
The town.
They're all going to be named Billy Bob.
There's also a mine here because there was a.
He's growing flowers.
Yep. So there's a mine. So this was a naturally generated mine shaft, and again, I didn't want to delete it, so I just incorporated it into the world. I won't go like all the way into it because it's just sort of basic, but ta-da! You can see there. And it's like a big maze basically.
This is where your villagers get the black lung. Ooh. Boopy.
Yeah, so we can go back out of here, but that's the gist of it.
Yeah, we don't want to get the black lung.
There's a Zambo over there. See,
Besides,
I want this to be like a shipping town.
I don't want my cats to teleport in here. Then they'll get the cat lung.
I'm pretty sure we're too far away for them to like register anymore. So I'll have to go back over there. Yeah, and then I got like a house. Some of the houses are sort of like in the hillside.
This is very cute.
Thank you. It's not done yet. I still want to have like a bit more stuff going on here. But it's started for sure. And of course, I want, like you can, I've sort of insinuated the forest, like suggested the forest at the moment. I want it to continue around like the whole like hillside. Like the whole coastline that I've been going across, I want it to all be forested. It'll take some time to do that, of course, but eventually. So we can keep going along here. Some more coastline.
If I keep poofing, it's because when I try and trigger the run animation, my Joy-Con has been glitching.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like not registering the double run.
You can also press in the stick, and that also makes you run. You can just click the stick. Or as Cassie likes to call it, the clicky sticky.
I'm still going slow. Why?
I don't know.
Maybe I'm just so far behind you now I don't feel fast.
Oh. Here's some unfinished section. I haven't finished this particular area.
Oh. into the cliff hole.
Yeah.
But, which sounds weird.
Then there's over here. This isn't finished, like,
Gaze
yet.
Upon
the only reason that this
hole.
stuff isn't finished is obviously the grass hasn't grown in, and also I want to do stone in some places. Also, I made this really big cave over here.
Where are you? Hello?
I'm just right here. I didn't go anywhere.
What?
I just followed the coastline along.
Oh.
There you are, see? Wait. Now where are you going? You went the opposite direction of where I am. You like turned away and left. Here you are.
Oh, there you are.
So I made this really big cave.
I feel like a small child who loses their mom in the store.
So this very big, very dark cave. I'm going to replace some of this with stone.
I'm going to take a sip of my hot chocolate before it gets cold.
I'm going to replace probably most of this with stone, actually.
Mm. Can I get a sip in the chat?
Yeah, there's my big cave. This is another
Sorry if
area.
the printer's loud. I'm like right next to it.
This is another area that I found some naturally spawned things, and so, well, and also I kind of just decided I wanted like another sort of like valley area where there could be like people living and just like stuff there, you know. I wanted this to be another built-out area. What?
Where'd you go?
Oh, I'm right here.
I was sipping hot chocolate. Oh, there you are.
I've just been in the area. So if you come this way, you can see further finished hillsides. This is probably where this is what I would like to work on this stream, is in this area. I've got another like naturally spawned mineshaft area over here.
Hold on, my mom needs something.
Okay. I've got this mineshaft area that naturally spawned that I wanted to preserve.
I return.
Hello.
She literally just had one question.
Oh, so you can see all this that was naturally spawned in that I wanted to save.
Very nice.
And this is what I was working on last night, was this whole cliffside over here. As you can see, it's not totally finished because there's some holes in it in a couple places. But otherwise, all done. And you can see there was this other little village over here that I wanted to save.
So many villages.
Mm-hmm. I think this is the last one that's in the world, though. I don't think there were any others. Because they changed. This is a new version of Minecraft, and it doesn't handle this flat world the same way that the previous version did. So it doesn't have any spawned structures after a certain point. Because, well, the certain point is where I hadn't explored on the previous version of Minecraft, basically. Yeah, you can see no grass has grown on this hill yet, and I still got to replace some of it with stone. But yeah, that's everything that's new.
I can see like some things just kind of hanging around up here. Look, some meat. And some raw chicken.
Yeah. I hope you like all of this that I've been working on.
Well, there's like some ponds over here.
I'm probably going to demolish part of this. So this weird, like, skinny cliff here, I'm probably going to delete most of this and sort of like merge these two parts of the hill together over here. I think it'll look a little nicer. But yeah. Let me time set day again. I can't see.
I've just been drinking the fart juice to help me see. It's very helpful.
Yeah, well, I have the power to just make it daytime. So.
Where are you now? I was on top of the cliff.
Oops, I forgot to. Still in the area. And you really need to get you a map.
I'm just gonna fall and I'm gonna pet this cow. Hi, cow.
There.
Ooh, flowers.
It's daytime now.
Oh, something's burning in the sky.
Yeah, it's a phantom. Because they die in the day because they're monsters.
I just spilled some hot chocolate.
Oh no.
It's okay. I can wipe it up. There's like a glass thing on top of this desk. It's like a glass plate. So it's not a major deal. There
we go.
It's not like I spilled hot chocolate directly on wood, which would be bad. I tried to give him blanket and he sat on it. He didn't want it on top of him. Under and over? That's not how this works. Then he'd be wrapped up like a baby and I'd have no blanket.
You know what? I need the big dig tool. You ready for big digging? You ready for big digging? Y'all ready for big dig? Cassie's always glad to hear that I'm still using all of her tools that she made.
Where did you go?
I'm digging out this cliff. This very, like, skinny cliff that I don't want anymore.
You say you're in the area, and yet...
I'm just in this valley.
In the valley. Is she? Well, the thing is, when I get too far away from you, it doesn't draw you anymore.
Well, if you see a cliff that's like disappearing, that's me.
See anything
I'm deleting it.
My cat just stretched out and reached his little arm and touched me with his little paw. God, he's such a good boy.
I have to share the stream again because
there's a really cool person. I think her name is Ellen Murray. She runs I think it's The Good Cat Boy. It's a Twitter for this orange cat named Bilbo.
Bilbo Baggins.
And she also has this podcast where it's just her cat like purring and stuff. It's like to help you sleep. It's like cat ASMR.
Oh, a
but
paw cast.
It's called the Bilbcast, and she also has Minecraft where you can like play with Bilbo, but it's I guess probably her. But I would love to do some stuff like that sometime. Little videos of my cat and such. I don't see this cliff disappearing. I'm by the village.
Well, it's mostly disappeared now. Oh, I'm not near the village.
Oh, well, you said you were in the valley.
Well, there's more things in the valley than just the village.
Where are you?
I can see the village from here. Oh, there you are. Now I see you.
Where? You see me, but I don't see you?
I'm right here.
Oh. Hi.
I'm digging this away.
I'm just gonna stand right here.
Using the tools Cassie made. We haven't been getting a lot of viewers today.
Mr. Sheep.
Maybe this confirms my suspicions that people weren't coming to watch Minecraft. They were coming because Cassie was here.
Cassie's very nice.
Yes, I like Cassie.
So that would make sense. But it could also just be because there's a lot of streams going on. Like, even people that, like, I know stream a lot. Like, for example, like, I think Ross O'Donovan. He usually streams, like, a couple times a week, but he's been streaming, like, every day of the week.
Well, I don't know, because when we stream Animal Crossing, we get, like, tons of viewers. I'm getting, like, more viewers than I've ever had before when we stream Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I think it just depends on the day and the time, and, like, you know, there's even some days where I'm like, it's like, okay, the Grumps are streaming, and Ross Kitboga is streaming, and, like, someone else is streaming, and it's like, who do I pick? Like, I can't put them all on at once. That would be great.
Yesterday had a usual amount of viewers for me, though. It wasn't anything unusual yesterday. It had all my regulars. It is nice to have regulars for the stream.
Yeah.
Although they don't seem to be here today, just Glitchily. Glitchily says, I'm working on a little thing for you. Hope you'll like it when I finish it. I'm sure I will. I'm still waiting for your other thing you made, too. Like I said, Glitchily is like the fan art queen for our stream. Between Glitchily and Biss, I have plenty of, like, things being made for the stream. I'm very grateful.
Let me see now, because, like, if I go on Twitch right now, I bet it'll be, like, a list of people who are streaming. I mean, Twitch's general traffic has gone up, too, which is good for people.
Yeah, I would, well, kind of overall have more people watching my stream just because of Animal Crossing. People love those streams for whatever reason. We don't even do much in that game. We mostly just kind of hang out. well, that's what we do in Minecraft too, really. But
So one of the guys from Megavision, their artist is streaming. I know Megavisions was streaming last night. Kid
I don't
Boga
even know who
usually
that
streams
is.
every day, but it depends on the day, like what time he streams.
Because as you
You're
recall,
streaming?
the only the only streamer that I watch, I don't even watch him live, is Vinesauce. So I don't know anything about any of this stuff.
Hey, little Jackie. Hey, little Jackie.
Well, and I watch my friends too, of course, but that's like an exception.
Yeah, I don't, for a lot of like the other people that I watch, I don't usually watch them live, or I watch them for a little bit live, then I'm watching the rest. I watch the rest, like, because some people stream for like 8 hours, and it's like, dude, I got shit to do. Like, that's great for you, but like, I got a life.
Vinesauce
I
streams
mean,
for
like,
well, he streams about the
that's
same
their
amount of time
job.
I
That's
do.
what they're getting paid for. So, like, it totally makes sense that they stream that long. But like, I have things that I have to do, so I can't watch streams all day.
Vinesauce does like 4-hour streams, although lately he's been doing like a little bit extra, but not all at once. Like he'll do like a short stream like earlier in the day and then do his regular stream later on.
Maybe we need to play a little Animal Crossing later. Get them numbers up. Get that Twitch partner status. Am I right? Am I right? Can I get a yeehaw from the chat?
I finally got a new Twitch achievement yesterday, or not yesterday, but 2 days ago when we streamed Animal Crossing, which was for having 10 people chatting at once.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah,
That's
Twitch,
the first time I ever got that. So those are definitely my most popular streams I've ever had.
One thing I don't like about Twitch is
Hello,
they
Vexel.
do impose a lot of requirements
So
on
you're gonna head
you
off to do some dev today?
so that you can make money.
What was that, Ash?
I was gonna say, one of the things I don't like about Twitch is they do impose a lot of requirements on you so that you can make money.
Well,
Like,
I saw overall I've made $56 on Twitch, which is not enough to pay out. You need $100 before you can pay it out.
hey, leave my cord alone. My cat's trying to bite my cord.
Oh no.
Go back to sleep, little fat
At
head.
least he's not a rabbit. A rabbit would like they destroy cords like instantly. Like if a rabbit gets to the cord, then the cord is done for like after one bite.
Well, a lot of cats will bite through cords and stuff, and he used to. Now he just kind of paws at them, but you do have to watch him because it's when you're not watching him that nonsense goes down. He's pretty good now. I think he knows he gets yelled at if he bites through cords.
Our rabbit, you can't really teach him anything because he doesn't get that he's like not supposed to do it. He just knows that like we don't want him to, and so he'll just try to be more sneaky. He just doesn't want to be caught doing it. He doesn't know that he hasn't determined that he just shouldn't do it.
See, Jack is very intelligent. He understands his name, and even if he ignores you, he will actually, if he's ignoring you, he will turn his ear when he hears his name, because cats can like turn their ears 360 degrees, and so he'll turn his ear towards you, like, yeah, I heard
Rabbits
you,
can do that,
but I don't care enough to listen, like to make eye contact with you.
Supposedly you can teach
like,
words to rabbits, but I don't think ours has learned any.
He understands like treats, he understands like, pillow or blanket, like he understands a lot of things. And Siamese cats are actually
Cats can learn a lot of words.
like they're considered like the babies of cats, because basically if you get a Siamese cat and you leave it at home for too long by itself, it will destroy your house. My mom works from home, and she has worked from home since we got Jack. So it's never really been a problem with him, but I remember when my mom used to be on the phone a lot and he would want to sit with her, and she would be like, "No, no, I can't pay attention to you right now. I'm on the phone." One time he got so mad he started eating charcoal by our fireplace. And he was like, "Fine, if you're not going to pay attention to me, I'm just going to make myself get sick."
Wow.
Which was the most petty thing like any animal has ever done.
Yeah. Rabbits.
So now she sits him on a chair next to her and like gives him a blanket and lets him sit with her, and he seems to behave.
And rabbits will just destroy things. So like our rabbit is not like a free roam rabbit because of that, because we just have like too much stuff in the house that we like couldn't possibly rabbit proof it. Because like that's something you have to. It's called rabbit proofing the house. Is if you want to have a rabbit that just roams the house, you have to specifically set up your house to accommodate a rabbit.
I love that one free roam rabbit on YouTube. That I love how I'm just like casually sitting here and just talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like just kind of watching the progress. I like that one rabbit. Is it One More Please, Pipkin? The
I
one
think
that
that's what
they
it's
like.
called.
They
Pipkin.
do videos where they're like, I surround my sleeping rabbit with carrots. I love the videos where like it's asleep and it'll just like poop a little bit, but it's just like it looks like little raisinets falling out of the rabbit's butt. Like that's just so silly to me. Because like at least it's not too messy or anything. You can just real quick clean that up.
Yeah, rabbit poop is not messy. Like it's not like sticky or anything. It's just like perfect. It's like very dry. It's just like we call them
Cat
Cocoa
poop
Puffs.
is like human poop. It can be messy or it can be normal.
Yeah, well that's because they're carnivores like we are.
Yeah.
It's carnivore poop. Well, actually, humans are omnivores. Cats are. They're called obligate carnivores, where they must eat meat. They cannot eat anything else. They're obligated to be carnivores. Hello, Coffee Mewtwo.
I love cats. I love every kind of cat. I just want to hug all of them, but I can't hug every cat.
I'm just working on some landscaping at the moment.
This sheep is brown. Hello, brown sheepy. Hello. 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 I remember the first time I played Minecraft and I saw a sheep. I could not stop laughing at the eyes going in different directions.
Have you ever
like for 25 straight minutes? I was like, "Look at that!" And my brother 4. And I was like, "No, but look at it!"
I can't remember Coffee Mewtwo. Have you been to one of my Minecraft streams before? I don't think so. So my world must be new to you, I think. I hope it is, because I like showing it to people for the first time. It'd be nice if we had somebody who hasn't seen it before.
Ooh, a wizard. Hello, wizard. How are you? How beeth thee?
I think I set them. Maybe I set the FOV too high, because when I'm looking down at blocks, they look like 2 blocks tall. Right. How goes it? It goes well.
Hi, sheepy. Hi, sheepy. I
bet it's gotta get used to it. Oh yeah, look at the at the top edge of the screen, the blocks go like whoosh. So maybe drop it down to like 75, maybe. Video. There. That's a little better. Yeah, that's better. The the blocks were getting a little stretchy.
I'm flying! Woo!
I don't remember my Roblox. I don't remember my Minecraft blocks being that stretchy. I'm gonna put the map in my hand. If you want to look on StreamAsh, you can see the extent of everything that I've made. So this is the highest resolution map, so like this is the largest area you can have on one map. You can see everything that's been built. Including my massive ocean.
The way you said that, my massive ocean.
So you can see there's blank spots on the map in the upper right and bottom right corners, and also the upper left. And I'm thinking of putting more ocean in those places. Because it's kind of weird to just, like, this is more of a lake if it's just totally surrounded by land, you know? So I'm thinking of doing, like a lot more, like, way bigger oceans on this map. Because I can do that now because of the dig tool that Cassie made for me, which just digs really, really fast. And the water spreading tool, which spreads water really fast, so... Between those two things, you should be able to do a lot of ocean.
I got a pocket full of wood blocks. I got a love that is all mine.
Did you have any ideas of other things you might like to build today? Because there's like I said, lots of open places where things could be built.
Yeah,
there's no
I'm
forest
like,
put in yet, so there's lots of open
it's
space.
It's kind of like what would you like to be in your world? Because I don't want to mess anything up.
I
don't know where I
very
am.
Open.
I've been flying around in circles for a while, and now I'm kind of confused where I am.
You're right next to me.
I just hit the ground.
You were right next to me on the map when I had the map open. Let me get it back again. Yeah, you're right next to me.
I can definitely try and build some trees if you want. I mean, that can't be too hard.
Plant trees, you mean?
I was just gonna build them by hand, but I didn't. That skeleton is riding a spider.
Yeah, you don't have to build trees. Trees can just be planted. Did you think that I built all the trees that were in this world? Oh, no, I planted them.
Oh, there's pumpkins over here.
I didn't do that much work. I mean, I built a lot of stuff, but I didn't, I didn't build that much.
Well, I can plant some trees then. I'm by the houses, so you at least know where I am, even if I don't know where I
am. Well, you could expand this village. Like, that's one thing. Or I like to mostly keep the houses like the same. Like, you don't have to make exact copies of these houses, but
there you are. Hi.
Hey, you could build like some more houses in these styles if you want.
Build some more farm stuff if you want to.
Maybe. Yeah, this village could be bigger.
Yeah, it's very small. And I doubt this is enough food to sustain things. I could put the animals in like a sorry, I farted. I could put the animals in like a pen if you want.
Maybe.
Because like someone would probably be like a sheep farmer.
I should probably keep the map out just so I can keep an eye on you. Like, keep track of where you are, so that you don't get lost. Because I can always come over where you are.
I think this person here, because they have nothing going on by their house, should be a farmer. with animals. So let's get some fence going. I'll copy this fence that they have for their balcony.
I like to keep like the naturally spawned villages and then just like build from them. Just like expand them.
Do I need to do anything special with the fence to keep the sheep in here? Like, does it need to be like two fences high or anything?
Nope. They can't. Okay. You can't jump over fence. So even if it's only one fence tall.
That's very interesting. Because years ago I used to try and enclose sheep in like very high blocks. Because I was like, well, obviously the fence won't keep them in. And that's literally very good to know I was wrong.
That's all fence is for keeping things in. The only way you can get over a fence is if there's a block next to the fence. Then you can jump on the block and then you can walk over the block over the top of the fence.
One time I made a sheep
you cannot
pool
simply jump over the fence.
Because I thought it was very cute to see the sheep swim. And so obviously it was a little area that was filled with water, and it was quite a few blocks high to keep the sheep in. And all the sheep died very quickly.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of a bummer.
What, did it have a
But,
ceiling? That's the
did it
only
have
way
a
they.
ceiling?
Yeah, because that's the only way they would like drown. I'm not sure how they died.
Well, they just couldn't get out. But then at some point, I filled it with so many sheep that I guess the game couldn't handle that many sheep enclosed in one area in water. So they started to glitch like out of the corners of the enclosure,
Oh.
and they just started to like get through the blocks. Okay, so I've got my sheep area. Do sheep drink water? Maybe I should have like a water
No, they
trough.
don't. They just. Well, I mean, you can do that for aesthetic purposes.
Now, how do I get the sheep in there?
You can
I
make a
want
lead and
these
drag them
sheep
there.
in there. Okay, cool.
You can
I
make
want
you can make
these
several
specific
leads
sheep.
and then just like pull
'Cause
them over there.
Humans didn't spawn sheep from an egg. They grabbed them wild and domesticated them. I'm trying to follow real life. Where is the lead? Fireworks.
It's not natural to make a sheep from an egg.
It's not natural to make a sheep from an egg. It's very weird. That's not where sheep come from.
So they come from in Minecraft.
Come here, sheepy.
We're living in Minecraft now. It's a Minecraft world out there.
Time. Come here, sheepy. Come here, sheepy. Come in. Come in. Come in. There you go. Come on.
It's a Minecraft eat Minecraft world.
It's a Minecraft world.
I don't even know
and
what
now
that
I
means.
will fence this off and I will let go. Hi, sheep. Whoa, you're close to me. Like snuck up behind me and then I turned. Oh no, I hit it. I wanted to unleash it.
Don't stand so. Don't stand so close.
I turned
to me.
around and its face was like up my butt.
I did like a penned-in area with
pond over here.
I did a penned-in area with sheep in the fishing village too. You may have noticed.
There's a cute little pond over here. I'm trying to think of what would look nice. So
you could put lily pads in it.
Yeah.
Because there's lily pads in Minecraft. I've been trying to put lily pads into as many of these little pond areas as I can. Oh, did you know you can make a...
No sheep! Come back, sheepy!
Did you know you can make a gate, Ash? You don't need to just remove a...
Oh, I can make a gate?
Yeah, there's a gate block. Let me get you one of those.
God. When I say 6 years, I really mean...
There you go.
Okay.
So
now I can go out, but the sheep can't.
Yeah, you can open and close the gate, but they can't. This is me teaching you how to play Minecraft stream. Boop. Wooden hoe.
One thing I really miss that I'm never gonna get back, which is a bummer, is I was building out a really cool Egyptian pyramid.
I see.
On top of like a mine, which I was using to create like this labyrinth under the pyramid.
Did you know
so there was
pyramids
like the inner pyramid?
Did you know pyramids naturally spawn in
top
the game
part,
now?
And then like underneath there was like this labyrinth with like all these like
there's like
rooms
desert.
that were basically like built to confuse people.
There's desert temples which are kind of like pyramids.
Come in, sheepy. Come in. No, 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 no! Don't push the sheep out! No, you stupid animal! They're pushing each other out of the gate.
Oh no.
Stay.
I guess it's probably less of a pyramid than you were making, I imagine. But there are like natural pyramids.
Yeah, it was like a pyramid, and then it had like a labyrinth underneath, and then there were also like the tomb area. Are you sure these sheep don't need water? I mean, maybe in Minecraft they don't, but in real life they might need water.
So I said for aesthetic purposes, you can give them water.
Should I build like a trough? Maybe I should build like a trough.
It sounded like Megalovania just then. That laugh.
Oh no, the sheep have fallen into my trough. Come
A
out.
sheep has fallen into the river in Minecraft City.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. You're in the way, sheep. Great. Now another one's in the trough. Oh my god.
So how do you feel about all the hillsides that I made?
I like them.
Yay! I made like
they're jumping everywhere.
I did like one.
No! You said they couldn't get out of the fence. One
What
is
did you
literally
do?
walking on top of the fence and then got out. Get back here.
What did you do to get it to do that?
I don't know. I'm a very special person.
And also putting them in a fenced area means they won't despawn.
Oh, come on. Get in here. Get in here. Stop pushing each other out.
I don't remember how big
It's
of a
very
fenced
rude of
area
you to
it can
do
be,
that.
but there's like a limit to that effect if I recall correctly, but I think this is definitely small enough that they won't despawn.
Okay. This whole trough thing is not really working out very well for me. I'm just gonna yeah, because I was picturing like a little wooden area with water in it, but you know what? I'm just gonna put some water in this hole, and that's good enough for me.
I wasn't looking, so I have no idea how the sheep got out. I don't know what you did.
Well, I was building a trough, and they climbed up on top of the trough, and then they were on the block area that was on top of the fence.
Oh, did you have a block like this? Oh, yeah, look at him making a beeline for it. Let's get that out of here.
Yeah.
See, look at him trying to get it. He knew that the block was there. He's still trying to do it. Guess they really want to escape.
Let's see. Where's water? Oh, isn't it in the bucket?
I think mob griefing being turned off even stops sheep from eating the grass. So maybe they're getting antsy because of that. Well, I mean, they make like the grass. They make the grass disappear when they eat it. And I don't think they're allowed to do that, because that would be griefing the grass block.
They're not allowed. Come here, sheepies.
It's funny that the sheep eating the grass would be the sheep griefing the block. Griefing is a funny term.
Okay.
When you think about
it. You like that water? There's some water for you to drink with your faces. Here, I'll add another water over here.
Filling in all the holes on the cliffside here.
Oh no! The slime are trying to break into my fence.
I don't think they can jump over it either, but don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% certain.
Oh, this is very cute with the little sheep. This is so cute. I knew it would be. Now I do see there's like a little dirt path going. How do I make a dirt path?
You can either just place the dirt path block, or you can use a shovel. And then press ZL on a grass block and it turns it into a path block.
Yeah, I'll make some more pathway for the village.
I mentioned Megalovania once and now it's kind of stuck in my head. It's a very catchy tune.
My mom says in like 30 minutes I have to move. I can try and move upstairs and see if the internet connection stays good. Right now I'm sitting right by the modem, which is why it's good. I've been very upset with Comcast lately.
Oh.
I've been very upset with them. I've been very grumpy. I've been so grumpy. What is this in the middle? Oh, it's a well.
Yeah, there's a
That's
well
very
in the
cool.
middle. I kind of like to leave some of the like I don't like to make them like perfect. Like I like to leave some of the like the grass in the path because they could just kind of naturally spawn that way, and it also sort of makes them look like more rugged, I guess.
Okay, I'll leave some.
Some of the paths are like really like they're like mostly grass. There's just like a little like sort of implied pathway. I kind of like that look too.
Kind of like in
Especially out
between these
towards the
houses, it
edges
makes a little sense.
for it to
Because,
be,
like, maybe people don't
yeah.
walk in between the houses so much. I think he wants to come back up here with me, and I didn't turn the chair towards him.
Out towards
My
the edges
cat's,
of the
like,
village.
depressed. He's like, why can't I sit in the chair?
There's a creeper on top of this.
I got the blanket for me.
Oh, the slime could get into the pen. There's now a
I
slime.
offered to share with the cat. He didn't want it. I'm being bullied.
There's now a slime living with the sheep.
Get out of there! This isn't your pen. I guess at least it's being friendly. There we go. He got out of the pen. This is kind of like one of the main roads, this bigger one. Ah.
Why is it like this? There. Now it's daytime. Did you know that Minecraft time has a limit?
It has a limit?
Yeah. And if you get there, then everything starts flowing backwards. Like the,
Did you
like
know
the
that
day
I'm
starts
living
going
on
backwards.
Minecraft time?
The days start going backwards. And like it gets real jittery and weird.
Whoa, this grass is really tall.
But
Snip.
you would like never like reach it unless you like deliberately set it to that. Like you wouldn't like just playing the game or even like skipping a forward a day like I just did there, you would still never reach it because like I think it was some absurdly long time, like longer than the universe has already existed, something like that.
Oh.
In order to in order to reach far enough for Minecraft time to stop working. Something like longer than the age of the universe. You'd have to play Minecraft for time to stop working. Get the roach version of Megalovania stuck in my head specifically.
The roach version.
Yeah. Remember the dancing roach thing with the?
Yeah, I remember the dancing
and then there
roach.
was and then there was the Megalovania version of that. It's called Mega Roachania. That wasn't very long ago, by the way. I was surprised when I looked that up the other day because I was reminded of it.
It was like only 2 months ago.
It was September.
But everything. Was it? Maybe I just caught up to the meme late.
September
but
was when Mega Roachania was posted.
Everything has just felt so long because of the Backstreet Boys reunion tour.
Oh, did you know that they changed that now? You don't get demonetized for talking about it anymore.
Yeah, I realized afterward because the news about that got posted like the same day I told you about it. And I guess the Game Grumps so for people watching who don't know what I was referencing, the Game Grumps
Lily got in. Yay!
Have been referring to, oh, my cat is here! Oh my god, my cats are here! They finally showed up! Oh no, they're in the holes!
Oh, the reason why they caught up is because Lily is over in that area, so the cats are now loaded because that area is loaded.
Oh, thank you, Lily. That's very helpful. You brought my kitties back to me. Come here, kitty. Come out of the hole. Come on. Come on, kitties. Come on, kitties. Come on. Jump out of the
Neat.
hole so I can fill it.
Nice to have you here, Lily. Let me come over where you are, and let's like determine where you were planning to put your post office.
But yeah, so the Game Grumps film like 2 or 3 weeks in advance because they film in long, like 15-episode sessions.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if they do that anymore because they film a longer
Oops,
format
you
now.
disappeared off the map. Where did you go?
Since they film a longer format, they might film more like 7 episodes. I don't know. But they film ahead of time. And so at the time, YouTube
You're
was
still here.
demonetizing people for talking about coronavirus. So
Yeah.
they were referring to it as the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. And then right as they put out like the series where for like 7 episodes straight they refer to it as the Backstreet Boys reunion tour, YouTube stopped demonetizing people for it. So they basically have this joke going for no reason.
Wow. I did notice though that they said like you can still get demonetized if you're like
giving misinformation and stuff, yeah.
or doing pranks.
There's a lot of
based on
pressure,
it.
especially from the government right now, to make sure that people are not putting out misinformation. Of course, the government should really consider pressuring themselves to make sure they're not giving out misinformation.
Where'd you go? You said you're by the train. Oh, there you are. Hello. Your dragon. Okay, so where
My
did
cats are
you
helping me.
did you want to put the post office like in this like original valley where most of the stuff is? Because there's some space where you could put it there. But there are some other pieces of land. Like, how far away do you want the post office to be? I guess I should say. Do you want the post office to service like this area, or do you want it to service like the whole world, or like what are we going for? Do you think? Because there are other settlements now. Yeah, this area. Okay. So I have an idea. If you can follow me.
I'm so happy with this little baby Siamese kitten that's following me around. Like, that's so cute. I'm gonna call him Jack Jack.
I also noticed YouTube in general seems to be like doing more with those kind of things, not just from the virus, but I noticed I was watching a video that was like making fun of like anti-vax people, and then like underneath the video was a Wikipedia link to like about vaccine controversies. So it's just like, here's more information about it. And they didn't used to do that. They used to like, just like allow like just allow all that stuff, and they seem to not be doing that anymore, because apparently advertisers are just like, they're not happy that stuff.
Yeah, and also like
they don't want to support those things.
There's been a lot of pressure from the creators and stuff, which I think helps. Because if you're getting pressured from the creators and also to change
Come on, Minecraft,
things,
load.
Then the advertisers aren't going to support you taking those actions. Like taking the actions of allowing
now where
this
was the space I was looking
stuff
for
to be on there.
So you have a couple choices here, Lily. So you see there's this sort of open area here, although this is kind of close to the witch area, so maybe not there. I know I left openings in the forest somewhere. Oh yeah, this one right here. Here's a good I left this spot open for something. If you want to build somewhere over here.
No, cats!
If you're watching the stream.
Don't fall in my holes.
Yeah, there's a big open space back here if you want to build something here. This is a good spot. Right here. How do you like this? Okay. Post office can go here. And then I can like build sort of like, I guess I could use some road. There's some room to build a road over to the main road. I'll come back and I'll build the road after you've built the post office. That sounds good to you. Oh yeah, there's my message to Cassie. Ta-da! Okay, I'm coming back over to you now, Ash.
Hey, leave those sheep alone, slime.
Leave those sheep alone. Made me think of that song. Hey, creeper. Leave those sheep
man.
alone. Wait, was it a creeper? What was it? Creeper just went with the song.
I don't remember. Oh no. Come on, kitty.
I'm stuck. The game
you can
won't
do
load.
it. Come on, kitty. Come on, kitty. Thank you.
There's a slime in the water. There's a slime in the bottom of the ocean.
There's a slime in the bottom of the sea. There's a slime in the bottom of the sea. There's a slime. There's a slime. There's a slime in the bottom of the sea. Boop, 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 boop. There's a creeper with the slime in the bottom of the sea.
I remember when I was in animation class, or was it film class? Maybe both. Teacher had like an old like simple animation that a student had done, and it was that song. That's where I learned that song from.
Oh my god.
It was just done on paper. It was just and it was just like one drawing for every like line of the song.
Hello, villager.
And it was just this guy, well, and he was just singing it like in a very like dry monotone like voice. It was just there's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole. There's a hole. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. So I remember that.
A cow. That cow has grass going through its body. Painful.
Well, speaking of school, apparently the school district here has confirmed that the rest of the school year is going to be done online.
Oh my god, my cat teleported up on top of the castle spire in the village.
And they're making plans for potentially not beginning the school year at the usual time for the next one as well.
PA just announced that whoa, my cats are glitching. PA just announced that schools are going to be closed through September for surezies. My cats are like speeding up and slowing down. Are you using a tool?
No, I'm not actually at the moment. The game is saving right now, though. Okay, now it's done saving.
Trying to make this path a little bit more defined, but not too much.
Let me know, by the way, Lily, when the post office is done, and I'll come over and look. Oh, I like the little paths you did around the sheep.
Yeah, I thought just kind of connect the village a little bit together.
Nice.
And then when you said you kind of liked how it was a little bit like overgrown in some areas, that gave me an idea. Well, like places that people walk a lot would not be overgrown, but then places people don't walk so much.
There's two skeletons living in this little porch from this house. They're watching the sheep.
I need to sip some see in the dark juice.
Say, oh yeah, I've been very happy with how things were handled with that in my state. Because well, last time I looked, well, maybe different now because I haven't looked for a while. But last time I looked, we were still having like very like low increase in the cases of the virus, especially compared to other places in the country.
Yeah, people were very mad at Oregon, and it turns out now Oregon is like, they're like, oh yes, Oregon is doing the right thing. Yeah, people were like, why is Oregon letting people travel and now 15 people sick? And it's like, well, now in perspective, there's like thousands of people sick in other states, and Oregon actually has some of like the lowest rates.
Yeah, well, it was because as soon as it was called a pandemic, the local government started like putting stuff into effect like immediately.
My God, the cats are like walking through people's farms.
Like
Okay, I want to put some more of these light things that they've got going on it.
Like
oh my God!
I was posting about it the other day. I think like within a day they like banned large gatherings.
The place that I'm in right now, there's like this light post, and a cow has its head stuck through the wooden post, and it's just stuck there.
And I noticed.
Are you okay, buddy?
The general public took things very seriously here very quickly too. Like just like within a couple days after that, I already noticed there was like a lot fewer people out and about. You know, like when we went to get fast food, like the fast food places were all empty. Like nobody was inside. So people took everything very seriously very quickly here. So that's good.
That is good.
Not only
people
the government
should
did,
take
but
things seriously.
But the general public was good here too. I heard my dad the other day saying that like people around here are just like smarter. There's smart people who live here.
Did my kitten grow? I think he grew.
Well, finally.
He got big.
Well, because you fed him so much.
I love feeding it. God, the cow is still there. It's very unsettling. Maybe I should hit him to... Yes, he's free now.
He's running away.
Well, he looked like he had his head being stabbed, and I just didn't feel comfortable. Oh no, now my cat's head is being stabbed.
I have a screenshot of Wario doing that in Super Smash Bros. 3DS. Having his head through something.
Wario will become real in 19 seconds. Let's see. So we've got 1, 2, 3. No, can you get your head out of the pole, please?
Apparently they don't have any collision detection on their heads.
Well, they have detection enough that he can't move, but not enough to like back
not
up.
Get into the situation in the first place.
Yeah.
Minecraft streams are fun.
They're
and
very
I invited
chill.
you for this one. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I'm able to help because I'm very I like to help, and I'm not always helpful. Stuff to do. Hey, I would have just been fine just chilling and talking. Did my cat just... I have 3 cats in the well. They're just in the well. They're just swimming. Can you guys get out of there? Come on, it's like babysitting. I'm supposed to be the baby.
Oh, somebody commented on my post of the Pizza Time Explosion update. I said, hey, nice, I finally bought the game yesterday. I can't wait to play.
Aw, yay!
That's exactly what I said, actually. I said, aw, yay.
People keep talking about social distancing activities. Here's a social distancing activity. Play Pizza Time Explosion.
I said, please, I said, definitely let me know what you think.
Now the streets are lit up, and the villagers shall never sleep.
Nor shall they speep.
No speeping in my town.
Exactly.
No speep till... Book win!
Build up some hill. I want to make the land sort of like... I want to have some shallow hills all over here. To further obscure the fact that this was once a flat world. I mean, I guess you can tell something is off because there are no biomes other than just this one. But
Well, I mean, you could have just spawned a world with just that biome.
yeah.
If you think about it, some countries are just one biome.
I am thinking about making a custom biome, though. I want to make a high desert somewhere. I have a little high desert sample that I
What kind
now
of trees
covered up
do you
a
think
hill.
should be here? Oak? Just oak.
Well, I do. Well, as you saw in the rest of the world, I do oak, birch, and spruce trees and dark oak trees. Just sort of. There's different clumps of different ones, and then there's parts where like all of them are together.
How long will it take for this tree to grow?
If you get bone meal, you can use the bone meal on it, and it will grow instantly.
Bone meal. Bone meal. Bone meal. Bone meal.
It should be in with the dyes, I think, because it can also be used as a white dye.
Dye. White dye. Light dye. No, this is just actual dyes. Not the things made up of the bone meal. This is like repeating it to myself. Oh, tree! Oh, yay! You're
Oh yeah, there it is.
fast.
Yeah, it's next to the
It's like-
dyes.
Woo! Oh my god, I'm in the tree. Yay. I got tree now.
Haha, you got treed.
You just totally got beaned! Tag your friends to bean them! Whoa. Ooh. Fancy. Yeah.
There you
Sexy.
go.
Yeah, now we got some trees in our village. Every good village could use some trees. Oh god, there's skeletons on fire fighting in the balcony of this house! Should I just let them? I mean...
Sure. Go ahead. Let them die. This skeleton here is surviving because it's partially in a block. So I placed
I am
the block.
gonna have to peace out in a couple of minutes because I have to move upstairs.
Okay. I thought you put the emphasis on the P part because you...
I would like to pee. I mean, that would be nice too. I haven't peed.
Oh, nice. I'm excited to see
Lily's
it glitch.
very excited
Lily.
about her post office. I'm
excited to go
too.
see it. I'll have to escort you there probably because it's like on the other side of the ocean.
My cat got really excited that I was planting path and started spinning around in circles. Like, yay, 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 path!
I'm going to go over there in a minute just so I can adjust one of my tools so I can make stone.
Okay, let me take a look at what I've got going on right now. Okay.
It's a stone!
That's nice. That's very nice. This is coming out nicely. I really like it. There's a spider in my village.
Nice. Spider in the town.
There's a spider in the town. There's a spider in the town. Oh, there's a spider.
Yeah, as I said, also you can make more buildings, just so long as they're like in the style of the other ones. I mean, as you can tell from the village, like the main one with the castle in it, I didn't make people stick to it too strictly because there's lots of different kinds of houses over there. So as long as it sort of like somewhat fits, it's fine. Because like, you know, you made like a blue house over there and like all sorts of things. There's plenty of room for all sorts of
kind
things.
Of improving the whole vibe and cohesiveness of this village. Like these people finally realized, oh, we're living together. We should have light and path.
Because like, well, I had one village that's very cohesive. You know, my little fishing village. I had a particular style for it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put some raised land over here. So, hold on a second. I love. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. I made a mistake.
A
Oh, wait.
mistake.
Wait, no, we're good. I think I just made a big hole underground. Is what I did. Yeah, I made a big hole underground. Oops.
Uh-oh, stinky. Poopy.
Oh well,
Stinky poop.
we're fine. I just picked up the wrong shovel. That's all. Here comes the land. Land is on the
Oh.
way.
Oh no, I hit my cat. Oh no. I'm so
Oh
sorry,
no!
kitty. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's how I feel in real life. If I like step on my cat, I'm like, oh no, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I've never done that to the bunny, thankfully.
Well, see, it's much easier with cats because they just kind of like walk around everywhere,
Yeah.
whereas bunnies kind of are more, unless you have a free range bunny,
Yeah.
which kind of does whatever it wants.
Yeah, our bunny kind of has his one area of the house, which I call his home. Like, if I ever have him out of there, bring him back, like, let's bring you back home.
Oh,
Back to your home. The bunny house. The cage
bun
that we have for
house.
him is actually a cage meant for a dog. Because, well, we got that because the cages that they make for rabbits are, like, way too small. Rabbits need a lot of space. There's a lot of things that are made for rabbits that are like not healthy at all for rabbits. It's kind of upsetting, actually.
Yeah, a lot of small animals like that. That there's a lot of like misinformation, even by like pet stores and stuff, and it's
Yeah.
like, y'all gotta get your shit together,
Mm.
because that's not cool.
We get stuff for him mostly from like a specialty pet store, not like a big chain one. They seem to know what they're doing a little better. And they also have a drive-through, so we can still get stuff from them, even though everything's closed and everything. Imagine that, a pet store with a drive-through. I think it's
Can I pick up?
called.
Can I pick up pets through the drive-through?
No, well,
Drive-through
they don't
bunnies?
have the pets. They have the stuff for the pets.
Aw,
I think they're called the filling station. I think is what it's called.
it can be called bun and go. You get your bun and you go.
We brought him there to have his nails trimmed one time. I remember.
Aw, little bunny nails.
Mm-hmm.
I like a bunny nail.
Because he doesn't have any space to dig, and that's how bunnies usually like get their nails to become shorter, is by like filing them down from digging. He doesn't have anything to
Aw,
dig, so he has to
little
get them
bunny
trimmed.
dig in.
You
I'm very simple. I'm like, oh, widow.
like the little rabbit. You like the little animals. The little
Oh,
animals.
I'm kind of getting a headache out of nowhere. Move,
Oh
cats,
no!
move!
Is it trying to handle these cats?
I don't know. It might be because I'm decaffeinated.
Oh.
I hope not.
Yeah, that's one of the weird things about me is that, well, apparently I've been told caffeine is good for solving headaches, but it does the opposite for me, and I get headaches from it.
Well, if you're not used to it, it can cause headaches. But if you're used to it, it can help headaches. That's what people probably have gotten wrong about it, is all the scientists that did that study probably are addicted to coffee.
Yeah, if I drink like one like caffeinated soda, that's too much for me, and I feel like weird and headache.
Oh, I could go for a caffeinated soda right now.
So I avoid those because they don't make me feel very good.
Oh, it would make me feel very good right now.
Yeah, I'm the opposite with caffeine. Also, there's like a couple things like that that I have where they sort of do the opposite. The other one is that I'm allergic to allergy medicine. That's my favorite one to mention.
Oh.
That's my one allergy that we know of is allergy medicine.
Well, that sucks.
I got like serious rashes on my arms, I think I remember. I don't really remember having that happen because I was little, but that's what my mom says.
Well, that's a huge bummer. I would say they got meds for that, but that wouldn't quite work.
No, those are the ones that make it happen.
Ow, my head
Like, we
really
don't know if
hurts.
that would happen to me anymore since it's been so long, but like, we don't really want to find out.
The cats are having a little meeting.
At least I don't want to
They're
find
like
out.
in a circle. Yeah. That's kind of the bummer about allergies is there's really only one.
Yeah.
They're still relevant. Like, you know, theoretically, Kyle could stop being allergic to nuts at any point, but the only way to find out is to eat a nut and possibly die.
Yeah.
And if you don't die, well, now you've got a horrible traumatic experience, which is not fun.
Yeah. What was the other thing I was going to say?
I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll say it when you come back then.
I'm gonna like take a poopy.
It's a good time for me to go change my tool out then.
Oh. I don't know why that sentence sounds funny to me. It's a good time for
I'm
me
gonna
to
adjust
change
the
my
tool.
tool out. Okay, BRB.
Oh, and what did Glitch Lily say? Whenever you check out the post office, I have a new skin I made today. Oh, I see. Well, I'll come look because the place I'm going to is right next to you, Lily. The command room is right next to you. The secret command room. The blue house. There it is. I like our little blue house we built today. Nice. Nice blue house. Oh yeah, Lily, and now you can upload those drawings you did. I'll be excited to see those. Command room is over here. So I'll stop by here first. And then I'll come see what Lily's up to. Boy, the lighting gets screwed up in here, doesn't it? So we have no sand. We want stone to replace dirt currently. There we go. Okay, let's see what you're up to. Oh wait, also, though, I'm gonna... well, I'm here. Always gotta do that at least once. It's Mario. Okay, let's see. The lighting's all screwed up. Oh, this appears to be the post office. Ooh. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, what is your... Oh! Oh, it's mozzarella. Oh, I love it. You did a good job. Nice. Let me look at this in the daytime. So I can see what I'm looking at. Time, set, Set day. There we go. Now I can see. Oh, that's really nice. I love it. Good job. It's a nice little post office. Two. Yeah, you make nice additions to my world. I appreciate it. Very cool. And when you're done, I'll build the road to connect to it. Perhaps there's enough space I could connect the train line there, too. You could have a little train station by the post office, maybe. What do you think of that idea? Get Bis to help out with that. Didn't hear what you said. Someone was talking to you? Oh, I asked, so I said I'm going to connect the road over there, and then I said also, maybe we could connect I think there might be enough room that we could connect the train line over there, and maybe make a little train station over there, maybe. Get Bis to help, maybe. So, the train could help deliver the mail, maybe. Nice. Yeah, I'm not sure there's enough space, but we'll see if I can make it happen. We can always make some more space, potentially, maybe. Maybe. Okay, let me let everything load in over here so I know what I'm doing. Go for stone hoe. Go. I don't know why the Doom song is the song for using the stone hoe, but apparently now it is. Yeah, the Pizza Time Explosion skin was good timing considering my big announcement today. Time Explosion's getting new content. There we go. Some stone. There is good for stone. I think I want some stone. What was that? Upload the Ella skin so anyone can download it. Nice. Yeah, you should send the fan art. I would love that. I can show it right now if you post it in the server now. That would be cool. I mean, I know there's really not many people here at the moment, so People can see it on YouTube, of course, but also I'll show it again next time that my stream has more viewers, so that more people get to see it. Cool, 1 second here. Let me put in some more stone. I gotta put in my stone, Luigi. I think I have too many friends on the Switch because I don't even know who some of them are anymore. I don't know who Foxy is, who just popped up on screen during the stream. Whoever you are, Foxy, if you are watching right now, I'm sorry I don't remember you. If you're watching now or in the future, sorry I forgot who you are. Let's grab this real quick. Boop. Okay, let's look and see what you sent. The Fanart channel. Oh, it's Ella. Wasn't there something else you drew for the stream too? There she is. It's Ella. Thank you. I love it. Okay. Put the stream announcement out again. Retweet! Retweet sounds like a silly way to say retreat. Ash left the game. Uh-oh. There should be a Mario around here somewhere. One of these must be Mario. No? Where's the Mario that spawned at Ash? Where was Ash? Maybe Ash was in the air and Mario died. I think Ash was in the air and Mario died. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Do 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 do. God, I love Cassie's brushes. She does such a good job with these. They're so useful. Look at that. Look at that. So lovely. Do 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 do. I never get tired of this. This is just like there's a lot of stuff I built, you know, a lot of landscape and everything I built before Cassie learned how to make this stuff. But this makes stuff so much faster. I've like built more with this than I ever built like before it. And it's just been like absolutely amazing. I don't know what I'd do without Cassie. She's so good. I've really been able to flesh out this world so much. I've like far beyond the boundaries of like what this world originally was. Because like I was just over there because that was like a ton of space that I had built up. And now you can see it's sort of like, it's like tiny over there. You can see on the map right now where like Lily is, the little green dot. And you can see like all of like the, you know, just sort of like green and blue and everything over there. Like you can like, I'm pointing at the screen, that doesn't help, but you can see, you can see, you know, just sort of the outline of that area, and you can see the size of that. And then you can compare that to the upper area. There's sort of like a teardrop, upside down teardrop shape with some more like scrambled stuff. And then that's like that little valley with the village in it that I showed earlier. And then of course there's the ocean, and there's just how massive that is. It's like double the size, double the amount of space that my original valley has. Well, and it wasn't originally a valley, I made it into a valley. Like that's how much work got put into this since Cassie's brushes came into play. It's just like phenomenal. It's amazing. I'm very grateful. I don't even know how big this area I'm in currently is because it goes off the map. It just doesn't even fit here. I need a new map to figure out how big this is. I think it's a fairly sizable area. This is sort of like, you know, sort of like that original space. I think it's a little smaller, but, you know, pretty big. So we could have like nearly as much stuff over here as I have in that original space. So like possibilities are endless. And that's why I love inviting people over, because like I can get even more stuff in this world with people helping. And people that I bring over come up with stuff that I wouldn't have too. So like a lot of ideas for this world come from the people who I invite over, who just bring over their own ideas. And it's sort of like a community world, especially now that I have the stream, you know, and people from the stream community come and play here. And that's really nice. Like Lily over there building a post office, that's great. I wouldn't have had a post office. That was sort of an organic idea that sort of came together. You know, we built that house last time we streamed this, and put a mailbox in front of it. And then the ideas came from there. And Glitch Lily delivering mail was like, oh, well, we need a post office for Glitch Lily to deliver the mail from. So I love things like that. This world is perfect for things like that. And I can't wait to see, like, this world is already like 3 years old. And like just this year, like, which is only, you know, what, 4 months old at this point, has added just so much stuff. It's really phenomenal. So I can't wait to see what's left. Like it's only been in like the last couple months really that we started doing all this stuff here. That's the amazing part. So it was like 3 years of work, and then it's like a couple months. It's like,
hello.
Great. Hello. Just talking
back.
about.
My head still really hurts.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was just talking about how much this world has like increased in the last couple months, and then like everything else that was in this world was built over the course of like 3 years, and then like I've put so much more stuff into the world in just a couple months. Mostly thanks to Cassie's brushes that she made. They're really amazing.
So I'm eating some Ritz Bits.
Oh. And I was talking about how I like how this is sort of like a community world, and I like bringing in people because they bring in their own ideas for things to put in the world.
I think the world needs more babies.
Hey, Elfie. Welcome.
A big statue of a baby.
Did Cassie show you the furniture item that she got in Animal Crossing yesterday? Which she said is like perfect. don't know if I should be talking about it because you may want it to be a surprise for next time we stream.
I should show you my Animal Crossing world because I've really added a lot of.
I see. Yeah, we're going to let people join on the stream next time. Like, I'm going to do the voice call in the stream server next time we do Animal Crossing. So if you're around, then you can pop in there if you want.
I think I'm gonna build another house here.
Elfie says, "I'm a sleepy fuzzy baby." Well, didn't say I am one. Elfie said that she is a sleepy fuzzy baby. You want to see what?
Hmm?
I'm talking to Elfie. What do you want to see? The furniture item that Cassie has? I don't know if she wants me to tell you about it yet.
Probably better to wait.
Yeah.
Or ask her if she's online.
I'll just we'll just wait until next Wednesday, and then all will be revealed. I'm just converting. I'm just using my stone eyes. Okay, now I need night vision potion. Now it's time for that.
Oh.
Potion of night vision for 8 minutes, sure. Whoa, that's really useful. But yeah, they they used to have only like the short-lasting potions in the inventory. I remember it was only like the 3-minute ones, and now they added it to have like lots of different time amounts that you can have.
Okay, so I'm gonna finish my crackers. I'm gonna move upstairs, and when dinner comes, I do have to leave.
Okay.
Because I have
so how long do you think you're gonna have?
Probably 20 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe.
That's probably about how long I'll have the stream go for then.
I mean, you're welcome to continue to stream a little bit longer without me, and I can always chat on text, but...
Well, I mean, we've already been streaming for a while, so...
Oh yeah, it's almost been 3 hours now.
I got other stuff to do today, too, so... Well, I say other stuff to do today. I'm not really going to do anything other than just, like, probably play Animal Crossing with Cassie, but... That's important, too.
Oh, I mean, as long as you're okay with it. I just didn't want to... I know Twitch requires you to have, like, a certain amount of time, so I didn't want to cut you short.
They do? Not that I was aware.
Yeah, don't they, like, usually make you do a certain amount of average hours a month or something?
Oh, well, there's, like, a monthly time goal that you're supposed to try for, which I'm, like, way above.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I think it was you're supposed to stream, like, 21 hours, and I'm at, like, 75 or something like that, so...
Oh my god, the cats are deleting my blocks!
What?
They are deleting my blocks!
How?
I'm putting the blocks down, and then they're walking in the spot and deleting them.
Like, at the moment you're trying to place it?
No, like, I place the block, it shows up for a second, and then the cat walks into the spot, and the block goes away.
Make any sense?
It doesn't. These cats are very chaotic.
Wow. Good job, cats. I'm gonna replace
but yeah,
some
I gotta
of this
help my
grass
dad
with
put a
stone,
video
too.
on YouTube, and some other fun thing. I guess he has
and
this,
other fun activities?
Yeah, I guess he has, like, this, like, race video, because my dad used to be a racer. I don't know if it's of him, or if it's just...
A speed
of
racer?
my brother. Yes, he used to be a speed racer. Most racers involve
Speed Racer. You ever watch Speed Racer?
I have not, actually.
Watched a little bit of it. Because I got into Speed Racer because of that movie.
Hey, you leave my cats alone, Spider. You leave them alone.
I thought you were talking about real life for a second.
No, Jackie loves to eat spiders, though.
Then I realized you said cats plural rather than just singular cat.
Yeah, plural cats. Oh, oh, my dad's rubbing my shoulders. He's trying to get his video done.
I remember there was like they made a new Speed Racer cartoon around when the movie, like there was a ton of Speed Racer stuff that came out
Play with my friend
because of the
Elena.
movie. Uh-oh. The game has froze.
Elena is from the West Coast. I don't know if I want to say where. I don't know if she's okay with that.
Did the game freeze on your end, by the way, Ash?
No, I'm still good.
Oh, well, that's good then.
Hawaii's not the West Coast.
I mean, it's beyond the West Coast.
Beyond the West Coast.
In fact, yeah, Hawaii has its own time zone. Oh, a communication error occurred. Apparently it didn't disconnect people, though. Yeah, Hawaii, I think, is the earliest of all the time zones. Or, yeah, earliest. I was gonna say latest, but no, I know what I'm talking about. Earliest is correct.
God, these cats are going crazy. They're like, woo!
So anywhere else that you are other than Hawaii, you are at a later time. Your time is later than the
what
time
about
in Hawaii.
Alaska?
Alaska's not as far west as Hawaii is.
It's not?
Nope.
That's weird.
Hawaii's way out there. Like, it's maybe it's hard to tell just because of the way maps get warped, but there's an island in the Pacific that crosses the opposite end of the prime meridian.
Come on, cats. Get out of the hole, cat. Get out of the hole. He's out of the hole now.
I've gone too far. I want the command
Oh
room.
no! My cat's head is stuck in a block. No!
Now that time I wasn't confused about whether you were talking about real life or not. Hey, Lily. I don't think Jack's head would get stuck in a block in real life.
No, Jack's head's too big to get stuck in a block.
He had too big.
I'm so happy I got the Siamese cat in Minecraft.
I'm gonna come look at the post office again. Oh, there's a roof on the post office now. Well, partially. It looks like there's going to be more. Oh, that's so cute. Look what I see what you did with the banners. That's a good job. Oh, and you got your male outfit. Nice.
Oh god, I love crackers.
Oh, this just didn't load properly. There is a wall there. Nice. This is lovely. How do you get back there, though, is the question. The inaccessible area of the post office.
My cat's just standing on a wall.
Trying to figure a good placement for the door. Oh, I see. Aha!
It's just absolute anarchy with these cats over here.
This is so cute. Oh, your house area. You're gonna live at the post office, I see.
Oh yeah, you could put a little bedroom on top of the post office. Man, there's this lady who is so mean at the— My cat just deleted a block again!
Apparently, according to Elfie, so does Fiji have, like, the absolute earliest time, then? Even earlier than Hawaii? Is that what you're saying? Looking good, Lily. And the absolute latest. Oh yeah, apparently Fiji is, like, on the border, so it has... How does it... Living there must be very strange. Like, because you don't have to go very far for the time to be wildly different. You can go back or forward in time with a single step, Elfie says. That's amazing. Time
Trying
zones
to
are
kind of make
wild.
this house similar to the house that's next to it.
Nice. I'm just adding stone to my big cave. Chukotka also crosses it, but it's a very remote Russian territory.
Chukotka?
Yeah.
Chukotka.
Sounds Russian. Especially when you pronounce it like that. You knew what I was humming. I noticed that I start humming when I'm playing like more chill games. I was talking about that on my Zelda stream yesterday. It was like, I guess when I run out of things to say or whatever, I just start humming.
Oh yeah. I make up songs that don't even exist. Like in the Snow Wars 2 episode of Neopian Flashbacks where I was like, get away, you fucking dogs. Get away from my snowman. Get away from my snowman. Those are mine and not you. Those are mine. Stop touching them. Yeah, that song was completely made up on the spot. That is not a real song. I was just going crazy.
I do that sometimes too. Alright, stone for the cave.
Okay. So
There's gonna be a little bit of grass in here.
let's put some wood here. A little wood.
Little wood?
Little wood. Just a little bit of wood.
So you sing
Not a lot
over
of
your
wood.
life. Oh, I see.
The cats are like, oh, what are you doing? You're going around the house. Circle. I am going around the house.
Elfie says the cave can have little grass as a treat.
Cave can have little grass as treat.
Oops, I missed some blocks here.
What if I put...
I'm gonna... okay, now I gotta go back
wood
one more time and set this tool back to replacing dirt with stone. Put a little bit more stone on some of these hills. Hillsides, cliffs, whatever, what have you. And then I'm going to put the tick speed up to 1,000 and watch all the grass grow in really fast.
Oh, good.
And hopefully the game doesn't die as a result of that. Cross our fingers and hope the game doesn't die from the tick speed being 1,000. How do I teleport to somebody's location? Let's find out that. Gotta learn all these things that Cassie knew how to do, because Cassie's not here. How to teleport to someone in Minecraft. How to teleport in Minecraft. Teleport name XYZ. I want to teleport. No, I want to. This isn't good. WikiHow, go away.
Oh, it's raining.
Bad recognition.
My mom just referred to a tree as a bastard. I don't even know what the conversation is.
Arguments. Teleport yourself to Alice. You do. Teleport Alice. Teleport all players to yourself. Okay, so I have. Oh wait, but I have to write Lily's name, which is like LIIILLYYY5634. I gotta remember. I gotta remember this. But I can't see
How
it.
do I make a roof like
Have
this?
to
I guess
go
I need
slash
stairs.
toilet paper. LIIILLYYY. Is that correct? No, wait. No, it's gone. It's 5634, I think. No, I wasn't done. No, I gotta write. No, it's 2 L's. It wouldn't let you choose glitchily. Oh, thank you, Elfie, for writing it down for me. This is taking longer than it would have taken just to fly there. But it's amusing. IIILLYYY 5634. There we go. Ta-da! You were very close to the command room, so
Look at this little house I'm building.
you're just
Oh, I
called.
guess you're looking at the post office.
Yeah, you're just called Ash, right? So you're easy to teleport to.
No, I'm Wisploid.
No,
Well,
in game.
my Nintendo name is Ash. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just teleport to Ash. That's what you're called in game. So. So we want stone. Replace Doit.
Oh God. It lightninged. I don't like that.
One time the lightning struck a skeleton horse, and the skeleton horse turned into 4 skeleton horses being ridden by, like, enchanted skeletons.
Oh my God.
Is that a pig trapped in the door? That's not a pig, that's Mario.
That's not a pig, that's Mario.
See? It's Mario.
You silly.
Did you get to see this, Elfie? No! Elfie says, oh no. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh!
There he is.
He's here! He's on the roof with me!
Mario is real.
The roof that I built, that's exactly where he landed.
I will not apologize for my sins again, Mario.
He's just looking at me as I'm building the roof.
Okay, get ready. I'm gonna
Oh
arrive
God,
at your
he's
location.
walking on the...
Hello.
Oh! Hi! You were inside me.
Yep.
Never thought
There's
it was gonna
Mario.
happen that way. Yeah, he's just chilling up on the roof with me.
Oh no,
I should probably
Elfie, why you
drink
say that?
my fart juice.
Why you gotta point it out, Elfie? Bop. Bop, bop, bop. Alright, it replaces Doit now. I still don't actually know how this works, so all I can do is just, like, modify the parameters of it, which block replaces what. I can't do anything more than that, because I don't actually know how it works. And Cassie's not here, so...
Alright, I made this super sexy house. It's Friday, Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
Gotta get clowned on Friday. Clowned on.
What does getting clowned on in title?
I don't know. It sounds like some kind of like prank. You just got clowned.
You just got totally beaned.
Imagine that as a...
Wait, there's nothing in these houses except for bats.
Yep.
These are fake ass houses.
You could make them real. The houses can become real in 19 seconds.
Mario will become real in 19. Why are my cats in the houses? They're everywhere.
Oh, I have... That's right, I just have this with me.
Oh my god, my cats spawned through the walls. I was gonna put like a bed in here at least, so a villager can... Like, don't we want this to be like a bustling village?
Yeah, if you put in beds and like little crafting tables, or you know, there's all those different kinds of tables.
Okay.
You put one of those in, or a barrel. The barrels make them into fishermen, but you put one of those.
Well, what kind of villagers do we need? We have a lot of farm stuff, so maybe we should have a farmer.
I don't remember which one you used to make a farmer. Oh, I think you have to place the compost bins, and that will make farmers, I think.
I'm just gonna look it up. How to make farmer.
Because you just spawn a villager,
Bedrock.
and then they like claim a bed, and they claim like a station. And then that's where they live. And then you come back later and find that there are no villagers anymore because all the zombies got them. The zombies got them all. Lightning strike. Yeah, skeleton horses spawn during thunderstorms. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense, but it should be in the same menu that all the other things are. It's right next to the treasure chest. Composter.
Do I have to put it in the house or outside? Do I have to put it?
You can put it outside. You can put it like next to the little farm areas. Well, speaking of plushes, there's a company called... oh, I'll come see it soon, Lily. There's a company called Giant Microbes. And I was curious. I went and looked it up, and they have the COVID-19 plush. The plush of the virus.
Can I just also spawn a farmer?
Well, you can just spawn a villager, and then it'll become a farmer. Because the composter is there. And you can pre-order that plush now. I'm tempted to get one. Because the proceeds for it go to like helping with relief funds.
Oh! He farmy boy! Yay!
It's an educational
he have
company.
A house now. He went to the bed and he's laying in the bed now.
He says, "Wow, they didn't wait." No, well, they've done in the past. There's like a bundle you can get with like ongoing like virus. It's the ongoing virus bundle, and it includes the COVID-19 one as well as some others.
My mom says dinner will become real in 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes.
But yeah, when they do ones like that are currently like causing problems, they send the proceeds to charities that help with it. Yeah, I remember we have like the brain cell one. The brain cell plush.
I only have one brain cell. Did you know snails have 2 brain cells? I was gonna say,
you're the one who sent me the thing with... Well, they have more than 2, but apparently they use 2 for decision making.
Yeah. The other brain cells are for things like pooping and farting. Alrighty. Okay. Well, I think since I'm done this house, pretty much I don't really want to start anything new.
Well, you can watch the grass grow really fast in a second.
Oh god.
Grass is gonna grow like heck.
Well, I know my mom would really like me to sign off, so...
Yeah, I'll just be 1 second. I'm gonna turn the tick speed up.
Turn
after
it up.
I finish.
Turn that shit up.
I'm just putting in a little bit of stone.
Will run around really fast.
I don't think they're affected by the tick speed. But...
No. Oh, the pig is trying to get in the house. Mario! I like Mario.
Mario will be in the house in 5 seconds.
Hi, kitties.
Okay, that should be good. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Wait, this is wrong. This menu.
Wait, this is wrong.
Random tick speed. This is another trick Cassie taught me. Elfie says, I have 2 brain cells and they're used to put the umlaut on lamp. Lamp.
Lamp. Lamp.
Alright, here comes the grass. Not as fast as I expected it to be, but it's probably just because there's people connected. There's too many things happening.
Oh god, my cats are glitching. Oh god. Oh, they're lagging.
Oh, they are affected by the tick speed, huh? Oh, it's because the game is... It's because the game is saving right now.
They have entered each other's bodies. like in a way out where my character was gonna punch your character and then my head ended up in your torso.
Oh, there's Pokemon song again.
Andrew?
Okay, time for me to go.
Okay, I'm just gonna finish up here. We'll go see Lily's house, or not house, but post office.
Yeah,
so I guess it's partially house, but yeah.
Quit.
Thanks, Ash, for being here.
Yes.
I'm
me.
literally... I'm
Twitch.tv/Wisploid, WIS as in Sam, P as in PP, LOID as in Danny. And follow me on YouTube, Wisploid. Same way spelled. I don't have my own special YouTube URL yet, but you can help me by watching my content.
I'm currently, like, literally watching grass grow. Like, that's what we're doing on the stream right now.
If you don't know who if you don't know who I am, which is doubtful, if you don't know who I am, I create niche Neopets content. I also stream like a and I consider myself to be a generally nice person. So, yeah.
I consider Ash to be a nice person as well.
And buy Pizza Time Explosion if you haven't yet. What is wrong with you? Alrighty. Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Thanks for streaming with me today.
I'll talk to you, like, in a little bit, like, right after dinner.
Buy Pizza Game as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Ash is good. I appreciate having him on the stream. Yeah, let's let this spread some more. Are there really still people making stuff for it? Yeah, and Neopets is still running. There's still people playing it too. Like, Neopets is still going on perfectly well. They don't, like, really change it very much anymore, but... And also, I discovered that the Neopets site, it works... the Neopets site works on the new 3DS internet browser. So you could play Neopets on a 3DS if you wanted to. Yeah, and like Neopets, they've like severely downsized. Like I remember correctly, they only have like a very, very small staff, which just keeps everything running. But there's just really dedicated players who just stick with it. Like the site is basically identical to how it was when I was a kid. And it like it's very nostalgic. I actually I have one issue of the Neopets magazine, which actually happens to be right next to me at the moment. Free Neopets game inside. They don't do that anymore, the Neopets magazine. Oh, there's like there was that little thing in it for like subscribing. Get 2 years and save 59%. 2 years, 12 issues for only $47.99. 1 year, 6 issues for only $29.99. I don't think so anymore. What's the year on this? 2007. Oh boy. Free exclusive Island Uni with your page subscription. I should have been looking at this while Ash was here, but he only mentioned Neopets at the end, so I didn't think of it. Postage will be paid by addressee Beckett Neopets Magazine, Big Sandy, Texas. There's like a little art gallery with people's drawings. Jennifer, 22, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'll have to take some pictures of this and show it. I remember there was just sort of this one issue in the grocery store forever, and I wanted to get it, and then we finally bought it. I definitely enjoyed it. I was into Neopets like kind of briefly in the grand scheme of things. I didn't play it for too long. Pets. There's an advertisement for a Pokemon magazine here, an unofficial Pokemon magazine by the same publisher. Free Pokemon booster pack. Wow. EX Deoxys. Yeah, I hadn't actually looked at this. I guess on stream was a good time to look at it. Cheat Codes magazine, another one by the same publisher. So it seems like this publisher was more used to doing unofficial stuff, but this is the official Neopets magazine. I actually wrote in the magazine doing this little like quiz thing. Wow. And there's advertisements for the plushes that they don't make anymore. I actually bought a bunch of Neopets plushes, well, like 3 of them. Last year at the beach, there was an antique shop. But antique, I guess, is more like, I don't know, it's not exactly like antique. It's just sort of like people bring in stuff. Like, it's all independent sellers there. They just pay to like have store like floor space. And there was somebody with a bunch of old toys, including a bunch of Neopets plushes, and I only ever had like one when I was a kid. So it was nice to finally get some more, and it was really cheap too. I think it was like 3 of them for like $5 or something, $15 maybe. I think for 3, so maybe each was $5. It wasn't a lot. It was really good. I have them on display on my shelf. Let some more of this grass fill in, and then I'll go look at what Lily's making. Yeah, I'll take some pictures of that magazine and show you later. Next stream, maybe. I want to show Ash too, of course. Because my sister was cleaning up. Apparently, my sister at some point ended up in possession of this Neopets magazine because she was cleaning out her bedroom and then brought out a bunch of stuff that was mine. Like, hey, here's all this, here's all your stuff that's in my room for some reason. Like, oh, okay, I'll take it back now. Most of the stuff that was in my sister's bedroom is now out here in this room. There's just a massive pile of stuff in here that's still being sorted through. She had a ton of stuff in her room. She had more stuff in her room than I have in mine. My mom was saying just because it's like 14 years worth of stuff. Like, I cleaned out a lot of my old like little kids stuff like years and years ago, so I'm like severely downsized after that. So there's a lot less stuff in my room. I already did, like, I think I was probably her age when I like cleaned out my room significantly first time. Lily's sleeping on a bed. And I'm tired of waiting for this grass to fill in. So I'm going to reset tick speed for now. I remember when I cleaned out my room, though, it was just because we were moving. And it was like, okay, here's a good time to like just sort through all your stuff, because you're going to be like taking all your stuff out of your room anyway. You know? but, well, my sister was going to do this anyway. But it then turned out to be a good time to do it because of staying at home all this time. The number again? You've moved no less than 17 times. Oh. Yeah, we only moved, I think I count on my fingers. Well, see, when I was 2, or when I was like really little, I don't even remember we moved here. That's 1. And then we moved from that apartment to one where we lived, I think, for like 8 years or something like that. Then we moved to another one, and another one, and then where we are now, so that's only 5. Ta-da! Okay, let's see what you have made. Well, there's the back door. Cute. And only that first time we moved was it like very far. Oh, good carpeting. Nice. Oh, Lily? Did you think about what I usually like to do when I put like beds in a carpeted room is I put like wool blocks as the floor there so that it like stays the same. Like there's like a little dip obviously, but that's how I usually like to do it. It's an idea for you. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that. Oh, and I love how the bed like lines up. See, it's like the white and the pink. Nice. It's really cute. And then here's the counter. And then, oh, what's this? Oh, are these just supposed to be seen from the other side, I presume? Let's go over there. Let's see how that looks from the other end. Sorry for closing the doors on you. Oops. Okay, let's go over here. This is the proper entrance to the post office. Mailbox is available. Oh. Oh, I see. Mailboxes. Oh yeah, these do look nice from the other end. This is cute. You did a great job with this. I guess you could decorate the room some more. Like, something that the post offices that I've been to have, especially in a room like this, is they have, like, on the back wall, they have, like, supplies for, like, mailing stuff. You know, like stamps and envelopes and etc. You maybe make something that looks like that. Or, like, and, like, a place to, like, package your things or, like, you know, do the labels. A counter to do that stuff on. Nice. Yeah, I'm just giving ideas. And you could maybe do, maybe with fences or something, you could do like the little like thing that denotes where you're supposed to line up, you know? Somewhat based on your own post office? Oh, nice. Cool. You've done a good job. I will definitely like to see when it has more progress. I still really love the sign on the front, too, by the way. That's lovely. And way smaller, yeah. Minecraft stuff ends up being kind of small scale. Making banner signs. Yeah, it looks great. On my own time, off stream, I will probably build the road over here for you. And maybe think about putting a train station over here? Right by the side of it, a train station could go. And then build the train tracks. Maybe I can enlist Biss to make a train station. Oh yeah, and you liked the farm that I made too, right? Yay, thank you. Cassie worked on it a little bit too. She added some things like the scarecrow. Did you ever see the scarecrow? I love that. That's my favorite thing. Cassie made this. It's so good. I love the huge hat. Have you come to watch? Oh, thank you, Lily. I'm glad you think so. You've been here to see my Minecraft streams before, right, Elfie? Be theoretically made with leather equipment on a pumpkin and a pumpkin head on an armor stand. Yeah, that was my original idea, but then Cassie made this one, which was a lot cuter and built out of blocks. I was like, well, can't we use an armor stand? And she was like, yeah, I guess you could, but I have this idea. And then she put that together, and I loved it. Yeah, so you probably know the concept of this world then. I was like, have you seen this? Did you know, like, how this came together? How it was a flat world to begin with, and then it has been built up. Because I'm very proud of it, and I definitely... I enjoy sharing it with people for the first time. Let me, one more time. You weren't here earlier, so you didn't get to see, why are there silverfish here? Who put these here? Where did the silverfish come from? See many builds in your life playing Minecraft, but nothing has impressed me as much as this one. Aw, that's really nice of you. Thank you so much. It's just sort of something I'm passionate for, is building like little model landscapes and stuff. And Minecraft lets me just do that as much as I want, and I don't have to worry about any kinds of materials or anything. I just have as much as I want. Make anything I want. I love how this mountain over here was the first one I did, and it was originally like massive and imposing. Because in a picture of my mountains before. well, tell your cousin I said thank you. Yeah, like this mountain used to be really massive and imposing when I initially made it. Let me put this map away. I need it at the moment. But yeah, so this mountain was the biggest one for a long time. And it was the first one I made. But then you just look at everything else and it's just sort of dwarfed in comparison. Like it's not it's not really a big deal anymore. And that shows like how much things have been added. Still stink from the night vision. But yeah, as you go over here and then it's like so much landscape. This all needs to be decorated eventually. It needs lots of trees. This is all going to be forested someday. And then there's a new area just over the ridge here. Did you get to see this, Lily? This valley over here? Were you? I think you were here watching when I was giving the tour. But yeah, there was a little village over here naturally spawned, so I wanted to preserve it. I think this is the biggest village that naturally spawned in this world. Yeah, so I built a little valley around it. Or made it so that it was in a valley. Wait for everything to load. I've built so much that it all has to load. Well, it loads slower because I have people over. So that changes it a bit, but... Let's see. So this all needs to be decorated too, but it looks nice already, I think. I think I did a good job so far. I'm proud of it. I like documenting this on video too, of course. Yeah, I love how these landscapes turned out. I think I said on stream before, not this stream, but I feel like I've made landscapes that look more natural than real Minecraft spawning. Also, look, here's those skeleton dudes I was talking about. There was one skeleton horse. It got struck by lightning. I named them all so that they would stay here. I named the horses and the skeletons. Just random names that came into my head. Oh, thank you, Elfie. And so much of this was thanks to those brushes that Cassie made recently, as I was mentioning earlier. This would have been an unfathomable amount of work has now been done in a matter of like days, like maybe over the course of like a week or two. I made the majority of this, and this is like more than I built over the course of 3 years. So like that's that's the degree to which this speeds up progress building this stuff. It's really amazing. I build these up layer by layer. I like and then I do like a little bit at a time. I like choose a stopping point and then just go between 2 points along the coast and just build up the walls layer by layer, one block layer at a time. And the brush, of course, does blocks all the way down to the bottom of the world, so I can like extend out and make like walls that like stick out sometimes, stuff like that. So it doesn't have to be one layer at a time. If I want to do like cliff sides like this right here, I would have at some point like come out a little bit extra and then goes right down like that and makes a cliff. It's just really, really useful. And then the fishing town over here. I don't think you got to see this yet, Elfie. So I have. It's gonna be a long time before I get this all forested. I may have to enlist the help of some people to plant trees along the whole coast, but oh, and the lighthouse turned on properly. Ta-da! This is the fishing town this is the opposite end of the ocean from the main village with the castle and everything. This is directly across the sea. This is a plan that I'd had for years, but wasn't sure when I was ever going to get to do it. But again, thanks to Cassie's brushes, I was finally able to extend the ocean out considerably, really, really fast, and make all of this coastline, and I was able to build up the spot where I wanted to have this town. And I have some little shacks over on the dock. There's going to be boats over here. I do a couple small, like one medium-sized boat, a few small ones, and one really big boat over here. So I looked at lots of pictures of places like this to get an idea of what the architecture I wanted to do was and what I wanted the general landscape to look like. Now I decided to make these little like shanty shacks over on the docks where the fishermen live. And then we're almost done with the tour of the coastline. Almost back to where I was building with Ash earlier. I need to build some dock area over by there with like a much smaller one, because that's not like a fishing shipping town sort of place. It's just a normal place like the main village area. They don't live by the coast though, so there's going to be like a road probably. But I'm going to build like a big dock. And I need to build a big dock over by the main area too, because it's kind of silly that only that town that I just showed you has a dock, a substantial one. So yeah, now we're back to unfinished area. So somewhere over here, I want to build a dock. Somewhere in this area, I think it would be good. Like maybe start it like here, like right around here, and have it extend over here. Well, maybe not. It's got to extend out over the water, so maybe I can start it like here, right at this dip. Maybe the dock can come out over here. Yeah, that might work. So it comes like across like here, and I can have a boat at the dock. I don't want to put the dock too near to the boat that already exists though, because I like the implication that it's sort of like out to sea a little bit. You know, like it's not docked. Just some random features of the beach. Random beach features. Features. You can make the dock sit at an L angle. That's true too. What's back? Would you like to send an email today? Maybe not today. Hopefully we'll have more people here again. I remember Saul wanted to like... Oh, you're talking to the Enderman. Oh, never mind. But anyway, well, in any case, Saul was talking about wanting to come play Minecraft with people for his birthday coming up soon. So hopefully we'll have some more people in here, and then that would be a fun time to do some mail-related things. I'm not sure we're going to stream that, but that'll be a fun time. Use the Minecraft server chat. And now we're back to this area. We've gone along the entire coastline. By then, I hope to have built the road for you, and maybe also the train station. You can like really get into it and like actually like go along the road and everything. So yeah, I think the big dock is not going to go too close to this ship. There's the little dock over there. I think the big dock is going to go right here. It's going to come right from here and go out over here. And the boat is going to be a little ways away from it. Most of the ocean is undecorated though. That's the only shame, is that like only kind of over here is there actually anything under the water that there's supposed to be. Oh, it's airy. But yeah. And then there's this town that has all sorts of different architecture. Here's the mailbox. Go. Oh, mail. Yeah, mail. Oh, I guess there's nothing. It's just mail. You can only write on the books. There. Barrels, huh? That's new. Yep. Barrels are also, that's the item that the villagers use to become fishermen. What happened to this? What happened to the little minecart? There's supposed to be a little minecart running around. There's just no minecart here. What happened? And it's also supposed to stop at night. What happened to the minecart? Where are the minecarts? Oh, here they are. Oh wait, it was supposed to be... No, it was supposed to be minecart with... Oh! Some update must have removed it. Oh, because it was the minecart with the furnace in it. And I think the update must have finally gotten rid of those. Oops. Well. This is not going to be too happy about that, I think. What did they put in their place? Nothing. Just removed. They've been obsolete for quite a while. Also, this got messed up. This is supposed to make it so that it parks itself at night. Daylight sensors are so finicky. Oh, well, Elfie, it's just because, well, they haven't actually worked for a long time. The minecart with furnace hasn't actually had a purpose in years. So they finally like removed them completely. Was it just the fact that I had it on the wrong side of it? It didn't work? This is bizarre. Okay, so during the day I want it on. Right. I think this should work now. They were completely broken in Bedrock. They've been completely broken in all of Minecraft for many years. Apparently they only worked briefly. Once they added these redstone tracks, or the powered rails, apparently they no longer actually worked. No longer had a real function. Yeah, no, Biss was complaining about this. Let's see if it'll park itself now. This is not quite fully night yet. I don't know why daylight sensors are so finicky. Hard to get them to work. Something seems wrong about all this. Doesn't match up with what you're aware of. Let me look it up for you, because I have the wiki open here. Let's see. Minecart with furnace. It's a self-propelling minecart with a furnace inside. They are a cheaper alternative to powered rails since materials needed are easier to find. Let's see. This is just a description of how they worked. Train mechanic. Properties. This is... They certainly haven't been worked on for a long time. Huh. The minecart with furnace is excluded from Bedrock Edition and new Nintendo 3DS Edition on purpose. In a tweet, Jeb considered removing it from Java Edition. Huh. I'm not sure. Because all of this was hearsay from Biss. I remember apparently they made the powered rails because there was issues with the minecart with furnace. Oh, look, it parked itself. I wasn't watching, but it managed to do it. Thank goodness. That works. Yeah, Biss was using a minecart with furnace, and apparently it's fully removed now. It was retextured at some point, obviously. What do you mean it was not added to Bedrock? I mean, it was there. We had it. It then disappeared. It was there, but it didn't work. Right? Like, we had to... Weird. How bizarre. I don't have the full story on that. Unfortunately. You'd have to talk to Biss. Biss was more knowledgeable on the subject. Well, let's go see Lily's progress on things real quick, and then probably call it good. I ended up streaming this for a little bit longer after Ash left than I thought I would, just because I kind of having fun showing stuff again, but... Let's see what Lily's up to. Let me get the night vision in. Oh, you did the little line thing. Oh, it looks great. Employee of the Munch is... of the Munch? Employee of the Month is glitchily. Box is available. Encounter hours 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. I don't know what that means in Minecraft time, but... Oh, and then here's this. Oh, lovely. Very nice. This post office is nothing to write home about. The 10th time you've made a post office pun. You're fired. Oh. Outgoing mail. Oh, nice. Used a hopper for that. Do I remember the minecart accelerator builds? No. Might have been because old minecarts were buggy in general and required a lot of exploitation of those mechanics to get them working reliably. But that was resolved when they adjusted the mechanics. Yay! I think Biss was upset that they didn't like make the furnace cart work better, and instead they just made the powered rails. I really like this post office. Good job. It's cute. Cassie's gonna love this when she someday comes back to Minecraft. She says, whenever I talk about bringing her back to this world again, she says, yes, someday in the distant future, I will return to Minecraft. Ooh, when you have the night vision goggles on, the night sky looks kind of neat. I wish the game just kind of looked like this at night instead of what it does. Like, this is a nice aesthetic. Like, ooh. I like how this looks. My world looks really pretty with the night vision goggles. Or the night vision potion, I guess. So the road is going to connect somewhere here, the base of this hill. So my next building plans, once I've finished everything out on the coastline area, which is going to be fairly soon, my next plans are up here to build another big village where the evil city with the evil castle. Lanterns seem new too. Oh, lanterns are very recent. They were like within the last year or so, I think. And I really like them a lot. They light things up just slightly more than a torch, so they're functionally not much better than a torch, but aesthetically, they're very nice. Because torches don't look all that great in a lot of situations. But these look great. In fact, these replaced the old lights I'd had, which I was using sea lanterns with like trapdoors on them as lamps, which were okay, but these are much better. I like the little hanging lanterns along the trail. Along the road, I should say. These look great, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, this part of the world is so fully decorated and everything. It looks so full over here. A lot of the world is so empty. Still got a lot of work to do here, but what we've got now looks great. Yeah, I love this. Oh, and drowns are spawning in this world finally. Not sure if they were yet before. Yeah, I think I'm wrapping up the stream now. Go to a stopping point. Well, we'll stop where we started. We'll stop next to Ash's house. Big railway. This railway needs some work because it just stops at a puddle currently. This one we've got to still work on. God, there's this over here still. Yeah, there's Ash's nice blue house. So we'll finish the stream off here. Thanks for watching, everybody. And thanks for joining in as well, Lily. If you want to stay here and keep playing for a little while, I'll leave it open for a bit. But otherwise, yeah, thank you so much. This is a fun stream. It's nice having Ash here for a while. And my next stream will probably be on Sunday with Biss, and we'll probably do more Sonic Adventure 2 mods, because that was really fun. And there's like a lot more of them we can look at too, so. Thanks for watching, and I will see you then. Otherwise, my schedule is Tuesday is going to be Doom again, Wednesday Animal Crossing with Cassie, and probably viewers again. We're going to like get people in on voice chat next time. And then Thursday will be Plants vs. Zombies and Link to the Past again. So, same schedule as last week, or this week, I mean. Yeah, thanks so much. See you Sunday, and then, see you the rest of the week. Bye-bye.